Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for a debate show with the brothers. You know what I'm saying to you? We got a lot to discuss, man. A lot of things happening. Some breaking news just in the recent minutes as well. So we got a lot to dive into, man. So please, if you are just tuning in right now, hit the like button. That's the main thing you got to do first. You know the ones there. That's just a given, guys. Nowadays, got to hit the like button. And yeah, man, big up to the Manda. Manda, what we saying, man? Everyone good?
I'm blessed.
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
Yes, sir.
Chilling,
Everything's
chilling,
good.
Man. Big up, man. Big up Zis as well. Big up Staffy as well. Big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you lot like the video, like I said. And yeah, man, we got to talk today, my debate show. Man United backing for Ugarte. Kadıoğlu. Apparently, United are still interested. Hermoso. Is that how you say it? Hermoso. You know what I mean? Ligt and Mazraoui, fresh talks, man. But we got to start with this one here. Just recently, Fabrizio Romano talking about Man United have been considering a move for free agent defender Mario Hermoso in recent hours. I don't know if you guys have watched him. Have you guys watched him? Anyone watched him here?
Yeah, he played for Atletico for a minute.
Yeah. Versatile player, man.
He's a decent player. He's a decent player.
Yeah. Decent player. Could play left back, like I said, centre back. You know what I mean? I think he's left-footed, isn't it, as well? Left-footed.
Left-footed, yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I've watched him, you know. He's aggressive. He's better in a back three, but, you know, I'm willing to, for me, take depends on his wages. I think his wages aren't too bad as well. You know what I mean? I'm willing to take a little bit of a gamble, but then again, if it means only that it doesn't disturb any of the signings, you know what I mean? So Mazraoui or Kadıoğlu or, do you know what I mean? Or Ligt, which I don't think it will. But as long as it doesn't disrupt any of the signings, I wouldn't mind a signing like this run here because it's something that we kind of need. You know what I mean? Pushes, it gives us a need for the left-sided centre-back as well. Because if Lisandro gets injured, then we are kind of effed in that regard. So then we've got someone that can at least play left-sided centre-back. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers for real, man. You know, right now, bro, I can't lie to you, man. I think for me, that would be solid. You know what I mean? So, free transfers calm. You know what I mean? And like I said to you, centre-backs, we need a lot, man, because we're going to this weekend with only Maguire, who's give and go, like touch and go. And then you've got Evans and you've got, what's his name? Lisandro Martinez. They're the only three available centre-backs that are here right now. You know what I mean? So we need to bring centre backs in, man.
I think he's just a backup plan, just in case something else.
100%. It's gotta be a backup plan.
Because he's a free agent, so I think they just spoke to him just to test the waters. And I think if worst case scenario, you don't get a Ligt in, and who are we linked with any other serious centre backs? Probably just
just him.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting. And it's like just in case that doesn't happen. We'll just go and get him. Remember, like when we got Cavani a few years ago when we didn't get Sancho last day?
Yeah.
Like it gives me that vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's a backup plan to just in case, like, you know, something doesn't work out. I'm not taking it too seriously, if I'm being honest.
100%, man. What you man them saying? Hermoso, you man feeling it?
I mean, it's a free agent deal.
Any TikToks about him?
You said what, Staffy?
I said Zispams. Any TikToks about him?
Yeah, as I say, man, this is gonna be first one saying, nah, man, I don't want him.
Yeah, maybe something in the archives, something a couple years ago. No,
I mean, I've never focused on him, so I have absolutely no opinion. But I just remember making a video about Atleti, them playing as Feyenoord, Slot, and Slot's team was cooking them. And the thing I took away was that the three center backs were awful. That's all I know.
Yeah. I think the last time I remember doing a piece on Atleti last year when they changed their formation towards the end of post-World Cup. So you only went back to the back three after they got knocked out of the Champions League. And Hermoso looked really good. They had a strong end to the season. But like just mentioned, defensively in the Champions League, the whole campaign, they were just shocking. Against Dortmund, they were ass. Against Feyenoord, they were ass. And Hermoso, on the ball, fantastic. He's a technician. He's Spanish. At the end of the day, they're all great technicians. But defensively, he's just weak defensively. In the Ten Hag system where you need to be aggressive defensively, you need to be able to win your 1v1 duels. I don't trust him against Premier League attackers personally.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the options right now are pretty grim, man. You know what I'm saying? To like the Ligt situation, from what I can gather, it's still there. It's still, you know what I mean? It's still not kind of like, I don't know. The Mazraoui one is dependent on Wan-Bissaka, but the Ligt one, for some reason, is dependent on Jonathan Tah. But then it's like they're still haggling over their price tag, which they set still from the start. But Man United are like, yo, bro, you're waiting for Tah, but you're still trying to fleece us. Like, how does that make sense? Like, you're trying to fleece Bayer Leverkusen, but then you're trying to still ask for this price for De Ligt, man. It's like this is probably the most pettiest transfer window I can remember, man. Like, genuinely, like teams are really like they're desperate for that money, man. They want that extra 5 million, 10 million.
Because everyone's broke, Saeed. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, bro. Let's
To
be honest,
fair,
innit?
yeah, that Euro injury didn't do us no favors, because you can smell a little bit more of desperation. I think if we had Lenny Euro, we probably would have took this deal until the transfer deadline, and rightfully so, because you're trying to save every penny possible. But yeah, that was one of the first things I thought of. The first thing I thought of was, wow, now we're gonna have to be desperate for De Ligt, and now we might actually pay for De Ligt. Overpay for De Ligt. You know, and you gotta get it because Bayern has spent a lot as well on some players that they signed, and everyone just financially is fucked right now. Everyone's just trying to make some money, anyways. So I don't really blame them for taking their time. They're not trying to like desperately sell, and we're not trying to desperately buy. So both teams are just it's ever who's gonna flinch first. Honestly, that's what it's coming down to.
What does that "told you about Ineos" comment mean?
Yeah, like, Kings is
what does that mean?
Yeah, everyone is a bit on a mad one now with Ineos. I think for me, you got to remember, man, like the situation was we have to sell before we can buy, man. I always kind of knew that, but obviously a lot of people are frustrated, man. They want signings, man. Signings are like dopamine, isn't it? They want it, man. So people are frustrated, in it. But at the same time, I've just had a measured approach about this all. I've just
100%.
And just said,
this was always, this was always about outgoings. Like this summer was more about outgoings than it was incomings, in my opinion. Like I always knew we weren't going to have a signing where we spend 75, 80 million like we generally do so we have that one splash signing or whatever. So I think fans just need to be patient. Like everyone knows what the plan is. Like you can see it. It's just a timing thing, right? Like this was never going to be we're going to fix everything's going to go perfect this window. I think if we don't get bullied in the market, I think that's the ultimate win. Like if we don't go over the odds for De Ligt because the Euro injury happened and things aren't going our way. No, you stick to what you're doing. You feel me? Or you don't go over the odds for Mazraoui or whoever it is, right? So this is gonna take. I don't think you can assess Ineos completely until like we have a few windows. You feel me? Like this window is the first one. We'll see what happens. I think we've signed two good players so far. I think we've done a okay job of shedding contracts, but it's not their fault that it's we're finding it difficult to get rid of AWB. We're finding it difficult to get rid of this is the previous regime's issue that they're trying to fix. You feel me? So it's gonna take time. So fans, just take a deep breath. You feel me? And we'll be straight. We'll be straight.
I think as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go for
it. With this, with a lot of these deals and these outgoings, like the damage is already done with these contracts. Like Ineos can only do so much. We've seen it before them, and we've seen it with them when they're trying to get rid of these players. Like the contracts have already been handed out. If Wan-Bissaka, or you see in the past Harry Maguire, or Scott McTominay, or Victor Lindelof, like we're seeing now, there's interest from other clubs. The clubs are willing to meet our demands, but they just don't want to leave. And why would they? They're at Manchester United. They're making 120K a week. They're comfortable. They've been conditioned into, it's okay to just like be here and chill and collect your paychecks and collect your money and, be, relatively mediocre, and you're just going to get your paycheck at the end of the day. And because we gave you this contract, like even Lindelof last season, we gave him a 1-year extension. Or triggered his option, whatever it was, in the hopes that we were going to sell him. I think that was like maybe a month before Ineos like took over. And so a lot of the damage here is just already done. And Ineos, unfortunately, in their their first window is just like you just kind of have to like hold it. Unfortunately, like unless you want to take incredible L's on these players, like there's just only so much you can do.
Yeah. Big up my guy Craig says, who's the head of fitness now? Stevie Wonder. Still getting some problems season after season. Big up the guy, smasher likes. Big up, man. Big up, man. Maguire's back, which is good news because that means we at least have a centre back available alongside what we've got right now. So yeah. But I think Wan-Bissaka didn't travel. I think Lindelof didn't travel.
Yeah, because he's probably getting sold. I don't think that one is more of an injury.
Yeah, you know
today,
what?
United fans blaming Lenny Euro injury on the fitness squad. I'm like, are we being serious right now?
Yes, that's
like,
dumb.
is that how bad our fan base is?
That's
like,
dumb.
someone broke his foot and I'm blaming the doctor. Like,
I just don't get how Lindelof's injured. What did he even do this preseason?
No, I don't know, man.
I'm
it's
a
a
real,
fake injury.
what did he
You don't want to
do?
leave.
What did he do? Because he wasn't at the Euros. Sweden didn't make it, so he didn't have that. He was on vacation. Although he'd come back and get injured. What did he do?
Bro, I don't know, man. This is the thing, man. He just gets injured, bro.
That's a good point.
I mean,
Oh,
obviously,
man.
he's trying to, buy time and that. Nobody's really. To be fair, nobody. You know, he's worried though. Nobody's really coming in for Lindelof, man. I don't think anyone's gonna buy him, man.
Better back.
No,
He's
we're
gonna be here.
We're have to let him go on a free. That's the thing with all these guys, like with Ineos, they're just gonna have to take the L, let these guys go.
Take the L, man. Facts.
No one wants them. The Scott McTominay thing, though, I think they should have taken the money for Scott McTominay that Fulham was because it's guaranteed profit at the end of the day. And you're so desperate in the market. I know McTominay value is higher than 23 mil. It should be around 30 mil, but he has 1 year left on his contract. He's getting up there in age. It's not 2 years ago, and he's like 24, 25. He's like 27 now. But it's better than letting a homegrown player leave on a free. You never want to see a homegrown player leave on a free because not only is like a homegrown, it's FFP reasons. Any money you make on him is direct profit. It helps your books. So they should have just taken the 23 mil and just called it a day. But that's probably the one L they've taken this summer.
Yeah, 100%, man. Take the L, move on, man. And obviously, it looks like we're going to get some news developing on Wan-Bissaka as well. West Ham hope to complete our Wan-Bissaka deal in the next days as they are now busy to sign all documents for Todibo. Mazraoui waiting for Man United as soon as AWB leaves. So as soon as he leaves, boom, West Ham, Wan-Bissaka goes over there, man. Fair play to West Ham, by the way. They got a serious 11 right now. That's probably
I'm not buying it. Not buying it.
Thank you, Temi.
Their 11 is probably, it's good 11, man. That's a very good 11, man.
8th place.
Which is how different are they from traditional West Ham? We always associate exactly around that.
Just because
that's a good 11. What are you not buying in there? 11?
No, it's a
exactly. It's good 11.
It's decent.
Nah, it's the
you know what I'm
hype
saying?
that, like they're gonna push the top
six.
Like
I think it's a good
They can get top 6.
They're decent.
They're not getting top 6, bro.
They're not getting top 6. They're not.
Bro, they have Bowen, Premier League proven, full crew, good striker. Somerville,
full crew's overrated.
Proven. How's it
People are forgetting how
competitive
the Prem is, man.
They're going from McKellen to
Kudus is top player.
Yeah, I love Kudus. Kudus is the one.
Paqueta, if he can play, which it looks like he's probably gonna.
Yeah, he will play. He will
able to play. Top player.
I'm thinking we're forgetting how good, like, competitive the Prem is. I wouldn't even bet on United getting top 5. And
thank you. I said the same thing. I don't even think we're top 5.
I thank you. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. This is less about.
They can't. They could.
This is for me. It's less about. This is less about. Like it's a decent team, but again, like West Ham finished 8th generally. You know what I mean? Like they're always in that 8th to 7th to. I don't think the signings they made are going to push them to like a top 4.
No.
Top 6 or even top 6. I think they'll be competing for top 6 and won't get.
Man, they got one game a week,
which is what they do. Which is what they do every season. But they do.
But now they got one game a week. Last year they had Europa League, which I think affected their season a little bit.
We'll see.
They had Europa League, and they affected their season. This now they got one game a week. This is why for me, like teams like that and Newcastle should take advantage of this one game a week. If they can get that full 11. One game a week.
Newcastle's better than
go far. They've jumped Newcastle for me. Newcastle
they haven't. No, they haven't.
Why haven't they jumped Newcastle?
They got 11 in Newcastle.
I think we forget that Newcastle was literally ravaged with injuries.
On his own is enough.
Yeah, they were ravaged with injuries last season. If they keep if they're generally, obviously they're going to have injuries, but if they're generally fit, their squad is their team is their first 11 is still better. I think their team is still better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is their first 11 better, bro? Because we talk about the game changes they have. Okay, Isak, Bruno, G, Gordon, West Ham pulling up with Paqueta, Kudus, Bowen. That's
Again,
pretty.
Bro, it's serious, man. It's serious.
I hear it. I'm gonna bet on Eddie Howe, and I'm gonna bet on. I just think they're a better team. We'll see.
Is Eddie Howe better coach than Lopetegui?
Lopetegui is.
He's a good coach. Lopetegui's a good coach. He's a good coach. I think I like Eddie Howe better as a manager personally. Me.
Tonali back.
Yeah, I just think that.
In a year, bro. That's about to be,
I think
Eddie's still quality. They're yeah. I mean, yeah. The Prem just like in general. I think the Prem's gonna be crazy this year. Sorry.
The Prem's gonna be good, man. I'm looking forward to it, man.
It's gonna be crazy from like 3rd to 8th, like. But like first and second's locked. Like we know what's happening there.
800.
So.
I mean,
I think anyone from that position can finish above each other. Like
yeah.
That from like let's say Liverpool, like United, and maybe just below that, like Chelsea. Like let's be honest, they got Pedro Neto today. You know what I mean? If they get Osimhen, which is a possibility,
no, Chelsea that's hype. That they're gonna be 9th. Like,
come on, man.
They're gonna be
nice, man. They're not.
Bro, that team.
They can finish above us quite easily.
They could. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit clearly, but I think the point. The way they're doing business right now.
Yeah, put that Traps comment on because I've had enough of that guy. Say, put that Traps comment on, bro.
It's just
put that trap. But first of all, stay off YouTube. I don't want to see you back on YouTube. I've had enough of you. Secondly, you complained about Varane all season, and we're going against City in the Community Shield with either Evans or Maguire playing our back line. Because the guy that you wanted staying, by the way, Kambuala, let's talk about that. He ditched you. He left you. He left at the train station. You're like, Kambuala, I'm here to pick you up. And he said, no, bro, I'm pissing off the Villarreal. So we lost Varane, and we're going with a worse squad against City. So stop talking about the roof. Now we're naked. There's no more roof. It's been raining. It's been raining.
We got a nice tunnel, though. We got a nice tunnel, though. Man,
that was the only thing I saw today.
Tunnel is cold. Tunnel is cold.
The tunnel's cold.
I might go do a little tour in that.
Do people really believe in Chelsea? Is this or am I? Do people actually?
Bro, they're gonna finish 5th now. They're gonna finish 5th. With
there's a large variance with Chelsea. Like they could finish 3rd, or they could finish 9th.
I'm gonna bet on self implosion. Right, like I just don't see a squad. I don't see a squad that is that bloated with good players, but like it's just gonna eat itself. The squad's gonna eat itself alive. I see.
I mean, we'll see. They'll be entertaining to watch. Whatever happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be 100%.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a great season. It's gonna be great in terms of like, well, we are a farmers league now. Let's be real. Let's just keep it a buck. Like,
I don't think it's just yet. Not just yet.
What? We're 4 on the skin.
If it's one more, if it's 5, then I'll say it's farmers league.
If you win 4 of your league titles in a row, that's a farmers league. It's official. That's just locked in.
No, it's not a farmers league because every game, like, still anyone can beat anyone on a given day. Like the talent level, just because the same person is winning, the way is because like I agree, but like. When you look at like Liga or the Bundesliga or
let me stop you there.
Liga.
In the Bundesliga, there's a lot of variance. Like especially like at that like obviously Bayern generally pulls away, but like from 2 to like 7 sometimes.
It's not even remotely comparable to the Premier League.
Before Stuttgart made the Champions League this past season, they finished there. It's been the same 4 teams that make the UCL every single season in the Bundesliga.
Yeah,
it's Bayern, it's Dortmund, it's Leverkusen, it's Leipzig.
It's Leipzig
every year.
Yeah. Literally, you know what I mean? So
I think the point I'm trying to make is there's still levels of like we've it's been City and Liverpool. It's been City, Liverpool, Arsenal for how long now? 3 seasons on the spin?
7 years.
Yeah.
Arsenal just started making Champions League.
I think last like 2 years ago. I think last season the Prem was the Farmers League last year. I think the quality in the Prem last year was kind of it was really good.
But it seems beating each other.
Still the most competitive league in the world by some margin.
By distance, man. You know what I mean? I don't think we're at that stage now. We're at the Farmers League, but at the same time, there is a gap now. This is why I said to people, is that I don't want to be 30 points behind Man City, man. I want to be a bit more respectable in that regards. Like we've got to be a bit more competing a little bit more. But with these signings still not through the door yet, you know what I'm saying to you, it's not looking good right now. But we need things to start moving, man. You know what I mean? So let's see. Right now, if you were to predict a finish for United, would it be around that area, 4th, 5th, or is it lower than that?
I'd say 5th is. I'm being a little optimistic, but I think I'm gonna say 5th right now. I'm feeling good.
I'd say like 5th or 6th.
I think 6th is probably more realistic, but I'm gonna go with 5th.
It
just depends on like injury. It literally depends on like I think our first 11, like everyone primed is like really good, but like I just don't trust people to stay healthy. Our top players to stay on form. Like if everyone's clicking in our first 11, then consistently, then I feel like we could finish top 4. But like I just don't trust it.
CK, just out of curiosity, what's your prime first 11?
You're frozen, by the way, as well.
Yeah, you are frozen, by the way.
I'm frozen.
Yeah. Maybe you come back.
Load back in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually very curious to hear what his prime first 11 is.
This comment here, big up Kit Sart. It says, Saeed, if Chelsea is finishing 5th, where Villa, Newcastle, West Ham, Tottenham, and United finishing?
Facts. Great
Bro,
question.
I don't know, but we must. You know what I was there? My thing is, I'm not really thinking about like what the reality is of Man United right now, because we're in our 3rd season, innit? And I just refuse to be understanding the reality of Man United this season, man. I refuse, because I feel like for me, it's like, what we're doing then, innit? Like, at least get a better coach then, so we can at least coach ourselves out of this situation. You know what I mean? If we can't spend, then coach yourself, because I believe these guys will coach themselves out of the situations. The guys that you talk about here, the Unai Emerys and whatnot, even though they spent a little bit of money, wrong, they're gonna coach themselves into their positions. That's what I'm saying.
You can't coach your way out of a bad squad. We still have a bad squad. Maybe I do agree with Sika a little bit. Our first 11 when available, which won't happen. When you have everyone healthy, you do have a decent first 11, and we seen that last season in the cup final when we had most of our players back. But our squad is still bad, bro. Like I say this so much, we still have to raise the technical level of our like just the floor level of our team. It's just so 100%. Low still. Like we're 100%. Still like we're talking here, but like if next week I'm talking about a squad that has the Ligt, the Mazraoui, and a midfielder, no Aaron Wan-Bissaka, no McTominay, then I'm gonna change my tone, because we just have so many bad players that still need to go. So I understand when you talk about coaching, and listen,
but how many
needs to ask me how I feel about Ten Hag? You already know.
Who's in that squad that you're saying to yourself not good enough right now?
I mean, right now I just named 2 because we find ourselves constantly starting people like Aaron Wan-Bissaka and McTominay, and we're not good enough. Everyone knows I don't rate Casemiro, but he's not going anywhere. So I'm just talking about people coming in to start for him. You know, that's at least 3 players that we've been starting in preseason that I don't rate. And this is just I'm just talking about the floor level side. I'm not talking about like anything amazing. I just want basic players that are like, okay, we can build something on this, and we're not there yet. That's why when you say
I think we
really won't.
With our signings though, Staffy, don't you? Or with our 2 people that have come in, Euro and Xerxes, I think Xerxes especially raises the technical level by
100
billion. I think really where you're saying is in that midfield.
Yes,
raising and especially in that 6th position that we've been looking for. That is the biggest gaping hole in this window, biggest gaping hole in this team. Obviously, Toby Collier has impressed in preseason, but his technical foundation isn't top levels by any means. I think he brings a lot to the team with his physicality. He's a really, really powerful athlete. The way he drives with the ball is really good. I think he helps a lot out of possession, but when you're looking for someone to partner Mainu, that has that ability to receive in the first phase, turn, progress the ball, I don't think he has that quite yet.
I think he's an 8, honestly.
Yeah, I think we saw with him playing against Liverpool how high he was, and how he was able to, kind of lead that second line of the press and drive forward. We still need someone in that position, is my point, and someone that has very, a great technical foundation and just rounding out the squad with really good technical players.
CK, what would your, if everyone's healthy, what's your first 11?
Yeah. everyone's healthy, I would go obviously Onana, Dallo, Yoro, Licha, Shaw. See, that position is just where I just really can't go to another.
It's okay.
I would personally. It just depends on
do what you would do. Do what you would do.
Yeah, do what you would do.
Like, is this pending? Like, can I bring in a signing for that sixth position? Or
No.
Right now, I'd probably start.
You can.
No, yeah, you can. We're gonna sign a 6 no matter what.
Yeah, we're gonna sign a 6.
I'm just because
whatever six we bring in. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I wanted to do this right now just as an exercise. No signings, just our raw squad as it currently stands. And I'm trying to make.
Oh yeah, well then it's Casemiro. Then Casemiro.
No, it might be Collier. It might be
Collier. Honestly, I would play Collier and Manu.
Nah, come on, man. You're crazy.
To be honest,
let him.
Yeah, let him let. Collier, Manu, Bruno, Rashford. Okay. It's tough because I haven't seen Xerxes play yet with the dynamics in our squad, but I think him, Ahmad, and Rashford could work really well. I do rate Xerxes really high, but I also rate Højlund. So I would probably, I think in our best version of the squad, Xerxes might be the one. So I just say Xerxes for now, but I think either one of those are good options. We saw in that first 10 minutes of the Arsenal game how good Højlund looked with those other two as well. So I'd probably say Xerxes for now, but that's tomato. Okay. And then Ahmad on the right.
No, so that's fair. I think I agree with a lot of what you said. Pretty much everything you said. But when we got to your point, when we got to that midfield, which was our biggest issue last season, you feel me? That's still if we go into the season as currently constructed, I think let's hypothetically say, we don't get I don't know if we don't get the Ugarte or whatever the case may be, right? That's where even if we get Ugarte, even if we get Ugarte, what does that midfield still look like? Is it Ugarte, Bruno, Manu?
No, I don't think Ugarte starts for start of the season. I think it's Casemiro still.
Or if Casemiro,
you think we're bringing in Ugarte for him to sit on the bench for Casemiro?
No. What
are you talking about?
You guys think
Casemiro is, guys?
Now, generally, Ten Hag is like this, man. He's done this before where. Remember Casemiro when he came to the football club?
0%. Saeed, I'm telling you,
you guys are not realizing
0%. Maybe to ease him in when he first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He benched him from Amrabat at the end of the season. You think he's not going to bench him for his 60 million new signing? Come on, let's be logical here.
Not at the start, though. What I'm trying to say.
Okay, maybe not in the start.
Let me say it.
Yeah, if you're saying to ease him in, but you just made it sound like Casemiro's still his guy.
If Casemiro is a starter at the 6 by Halloween, I'm ending the season right then and there.
Halloween, bro. By the end of the by the time the first week of the NFL season kicks off.
You know what?
After 5 or 6 games, maybe September.
I'm ending the season anyway. Whether it was Ugarte or this Casemiro, I'm ending the season anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, Saeed, honestly, just think. I'm gonna be real. Any midfield that is Casemiro and Bruno led is not gonna go very far. Like let's just the technical floor that
you got Ten Hag as a manager, right? When is he ever favored?
Wait, hold up. You have people you rate. I have people I don't like. This is what we like.
Can I say something?
You're saying I'm saying my truth. Like I don't think a Bruno and Casemiro led midfield.
Casemiro's not even a 6 anymore. By the way, Casemiro.
I'd rather have Bruno on my team than Casemiro. I'll die on that.
All of a sudden think that Man United are going to play this technical way, and you know what I mean. We're going to favor technical football. I don't think we are, especially that midfield.
By the way, people got to clock. Ten Hag doesn't care about the midfield right now.
He don't care, man.
He don't care about the midfield. He cares about his center backs getting the ball somehow to the attack. You know that meme where it's like the defense has the ball, the attack, the midfield's empty? That's United. There's going to be no midfield. There's only going to be Manu. That's about it right now because he's probably the only one that he trusts. Everyone else, Casemiro, he's an 8. He's a high-pressing 8 now. Collier, you're a high-pressing 8 too. Mount, you're a high-pressing 8. Everyone's a high-pressing 8.
We do have 6s. We don't have real 6s in this team.
We don't have a single 6 in this team. And now we have Burnley, a championship club, wanting 30 mil for a player. What is going on here?
They won.
I've had enough of this.
Yeah, that's serious,
championship
man. Bro, that's why when I said I want Sander Berg, they thought I was crazy. He's the only one that we're going for that I could look at and be like, do I have something like Sander Berg in this team? No, give it to me because I'm desperate. I'm actually desperate for a different profile. I have nothing in the CK. You're looking at me crazy. I don't have anything close to it.
I just said Ayo.
Oh, what did I say? That was a
Like, give it to me.
Right, bro, you know what I mean. Good thing. Why do you still have this clip?
I don't know,
Bro, I think we can just agree. Casemiro and that in that position is not the answer. He's an extreme hindrance to the team over 38 game.
Bro.
Oh, now you agree on that, Saeed? Because CK said it? I've been telling you for weeks that.
Hindrance. Casemiro on his own. On his own.
He's horrible, bro. Wallahi, bro, he's horrible.
I think there's limitations to his game. I wouldn't say hindrance, but I think there's limitations.
It's a complete.
Saeed, you watched that game versus Liverpool?
What?
We're doing Liverpool game, bro. Come on, man.
No. I'm just saying though. He had a Liverpool kit on underneath. The way he challenged versus that first goal.
That was awful. Should not.
We're talking about a game that
I don't understand.
The reality is the reality, though. He's gonna be starting the season, guys. Like you guys think.
But that doesn't mean he's good, Saeed.
No.
What does that want to say?
I'm wanting Ugarte as the upgrade for Casemiro if he does come in. So I know the future of Man United will be Ugarte instead of Casemiro. Listen, Griggs, you can put your head down all you want, but that's what Man United are going for. I would want Fofana.
In NFL, that's literally throwing a lateral. It's the same shit, bro. You're not moving up the yards, man. You're moving sideways. It's the same shit, bro. It's so bad.
No, but listen, this is the reality, man. You know what I mean? We got Ten Hag as a manager. This is the profiles we're going after. Obviously, I would love to have maybe a Fofana and a mixture of Sanderberg. You got a bit of different profiles in there. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said to you, my thing is with the management. This is what we're going in. This is, bro. Our season starts next week, Bandem. You know what I mean? Like Ugarte, has he had a preseason? By the way, has he had a preseason?
No. Enrique said, "Adios, get out of my go, goodbye."
Okay, so there you go. Like, so he's not had preseason. You know what Ten Hag's like in terms of introducing players in. So you won't probably see Ugarte for the first couple of games. I'm being truly honest with you. So right now, at the minute.
My six is a person that can ping a 40-yard pass with his left foot, but can't make a 5-yard pass. This is what I'm going into the season with.
Yeah.
Casemiro, I've never seen a player in the history of football be able to ping a 40-yarder with his left foot, with his weak foot, but he can't make a 5-yard pass to the center back.
Honestly, out of possession, I think he's more detrimental than in possession.
Yeah,
that's sad because he's not even good.
It's really. You're 100% right.
It's crazy. The way he dives in, how immobile he is, his positional discipline.
Bro, Carvalho had him on one knee, bro, and this guy stinky offers us something.
This is what we have to do.
We check his ankles, bro.
Bro, we have to go buy a goalkeeper and play Onana in the 6. That's the only way we can do this.
I don't know, man. I'm worried about Onana.
He's the best player at the club with the ball at his feet. I'm gonna be real. So might as well play him.
Yeah, no, he is.
He can't save anything anyway because he can't dive to his left or his right. He can't save any low shots. So might as well go play with the ball at your feet in the midfield because you can't be a goalkeeper.
Then they wonder why he plays the ball long so much.
That was an unnecessary stray. I'll be honest.
No. He said he's out here saying I want to take risks. Go play midfield. That's a risk. There you go, bro.
Yeah,
Guys might be cooking. I'm not gonna lie.
They got a PSG fan in here.
Anthony left back too. Since Luke Shaw don't want to be fit, go Anthony left back. Let's go, man.
They got a PSG fan in the building. Says, as a PSG fan, Ugarte will cook in the Prem. You just need to play in a double pivot. Well, that will be alongside, obviously,
Saeed. That's Enrique's burner. That's not a Frenchman.
Why can't you take someone else?
That's not a Frenchman, man. Bro, the PSG fans I've talked to, bro, the PSG fans that watch this dude 90 minutes week in, week out, oh my. They talk about it like it's Vietnam.
Any PSG fan that talks in English, I don't rate. I need the French Twitter. I need people that speak in French.
Exactly.
That's when you know the real analysis. How they curse him out in French. If they curse him out in French, that's how you know.
The Google Translate.
Yeah,
to understand what's going on.
I need French Twitter. French Twitter have never been wrong before. We need the French Twitter archives. That's what we need.
Big up Dakim says, have you guys all got amnesia? United got bopped every week and it was about tactics more than players. Mid-table championship bopped United. That's why I keep all roads lead to the dugout, man. I always keep saying that. We've got players, don't get me wrong. These players are not great, but the environment these guys have been put in and the tactics have not been able to support them as much. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So I blame what the surroundings are rather than the players. Don't get me wrong, the players are here and some of them might be on their way to the declining. Like maybe like Casemiro, You got players that are not good enough. You know what I mean? So for me, it's one of them where I just look at United at a minute. And you know what the thing is here? Like the Ugarte signing, is that coming directly from Ten Hag or more the club? Like the club look identifying him more. Where do you reckon that's come from? Like, be honest. Like, let's have a conversation about that. Because if we were changing the style and we were looking to get the ball on,
I don't want to say the real reason, but there's a certain Portuguese agent that is spearheading this move. That's the real reason why.
I know George Mendes. Yeah.
He's spearheading this move. I don't think he's trying to get United to do that favor because he did the favor with Lenny Yoro. But bro, I told you, this guy plays the whole of football with like a fiddle. He knows what he's doing. I don't think the club, because we've never been linked with Ugarte before. Why weren't we linked with him last year when he was available for Sporting? All of a sudden this year, after he had the worst year of his career, all of a sudden we want him. That's not making sense to me.
Yeah, 100%, man. Mandy's not happy with you, lot, man. Big up, Mandy says your guests are so negative. If they were in a marching band, they would have had the piano, Griggs and Staffy. Stop, please.
I'm so sorry. Everything is good. We finished on negative goal difference last season, and we've gotten worse this summer. And our signing got injured, and we kept the manager. Was that made us the reason that we were shit last season, guys? Everything is okay. Everything is sunshine and rainbows.
How did we get worse?
Because technically, you lost Varane, and you signed Euro, who won't play, and you didn't really. That's how I'm looking at it right now. Like, I would be much more positive if we had the Euro available right now. And this is no one's blame, by the way. Like,
yeah, we didn't. I just wouldn't say we got worse by any means.
We are technically worse until we get him back. Well, so it's like we just added Xerxes. So
really, we got Xerxes. Ahmad is growing in confidence. We have what seems like a really good and balanced front three. We just need that midfielder, and then obviously once Euro gets back, but like that process of like that signing, we bought a generational center back. Yes, it's terrible that he's out, but I don't think you can say that we got
also we'll have Ligt
by bringing in those two players.
That's another upgrade. Ligt will be here.
Vision that you wish Casemiro can pass the ball like Onana.
I'm not sure. Ligt will be here for it might be 7 games, but it'll be
bro. The way his body is right now, I want to say 5 years.
He looks fit.
Who?
He looks fit now, but I'm talking about the injuries. Like I do worry about
all of his injuries were freak accidents. Like none of it was a muscle hamstring. Someone fell on his knee.
No, but the thing is,
he broke his foot just like Mendes.
He looks a lot leaner too. He looks a lot leaner than he did last year.
He's not this injury-prone guy.
He's not injury-prone, but I feel like for me, with the way he's, and this is a natural thing, the way he kind of comes across in terms of tackling and whatnot, it does leave himself a little bit open to them injuries. That's what I was kind of most saying. But going back to the point now where, with the Ugarte thing, like, because for me, it's like, if I say we want Ugarte and people don't like Ugarte, so then where does it come from then? I want to know what the source of it comes down. Like
I think,
you know what I mean?
Let me give you the context from our press.
1 second. Let me hear Temi and then I'm going to hear you, Ziz. Give me 1 second. Temi, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, it's like I want that position specifically to have a technical floor that's much higher than his. You feel me? Like I want someone who is aggressive, but also has the ability who's better in the first phase than Ugarte is, you feel me? I think Ugarte, Menu, Bruno, is it good enough as a 3? I'm not so sure in terms of build-up. Obviously, Menu's good, but I'm not necessarily convinced for that midfield 3 as, building up and creating the necessary opportunities for our front 3. So that's for me. Like, and again, if we look at this past season, like Luis Enrique played Vitinha as a 6, right? Very diminutive player, much better on the ball. Mind you, they spent a ton of money on Ugarte, but he was immediately phased out because he wasn't, in Enrique's opinion, technically good enough. You feel me? And that is that for me, that's telling, right? For me, that's telling. This is a manager who's won at the highest level, who wants a specific type of player. I think most Man United fans, if you ask them what type of 6 would they want, everyone would say they'd want a player who is technically gifted enough to quote unquote play the lone 6. You feel me? And I just don't think Ugarte's, obviously he'd be in a double pivot with Menu, but is it good enough in the build-up? I'm not necessarily. Again, we have to see with the full squad if it happens, but I'm not necessarily convinced. I don't think he's a bad player. For 60 million, again, that's the price that they're asking for, right? That's the real thing. It's like they're asking for 60 million. and I'm good off of that, to be quite honest with you.
Okay, yeah, about the question you asked, Saeed, where is it coming from? Like our press, it's interesting. So he's actually backing it up with the fullbacks, at least so far in the preseason. You don't know how long that's gonna last. So defensively, there are improvements from how we did it last year, structurally, organizationally. But the thing is, our front four, the whole thing, like sparing you all the details, is it's still try to win the ball up as high as possible, and we did it pretty well against Liverpool. We won, I think it was like 10 high turnovers. We got a bunch of shots off that. We were threatening with the ball. So I think what they're looking for, and I think this is definitely coming from Ten Hag more than anyone. Someone that is pressing on the front foot, that's aggressive, but specifically they're really fast and they have good acceleration to jump up and defend in a way that I think that's why we have the Fofana links. I think that's why we have the Ugarte links. Most of the DMs that we're looking for have that jumpiness, that aggressiveness. And then probably just gonna drop off and defend with the back line whenever. The Burge links are pretty interesting because he's a different profile from the other people that have been linked so far. So I wonder what direction they're trying to take. But I think definitely long term, Ten Hag is going to want he wants the technical floor to be high. I think these are stopgap signings. Although Ugarte is very weird. I don't know.
I think because you have Burge and let's say Burge and Ugarte, right? The two differences. I think Burge is very similar to Amrabat, probably just a little bit more physical, right? He's a lot taller and stuff like that. But the way that he utilized Amrabat and Manu last year, because we didn't play as much as a high press towards the end of the year when Amrabat came into the lineup, I think maybe he'll go that way if he gets Burge. But if he gets Fofana and Ugarte, we'll see a little bit more of what we saw this preseason. So you have your two pivot guys just kind of bomb up the pitch, up and down in the high press. So I think he's stuck in between two systems right now. It's more about who that number 6 is going to be will determine which way we play. If we get Burge, I think we'll play more similar to the way we ended the last season. And if we get Ugarte or Fofana, we'll play more what we saw this preseason. But it's also interesting because the only difference is in this preseason, we had Mason Mount as a 10. And Mason Mount is a better presser than Bruno. Obviously, they both have great engines, but I think Mount is a more intelligent presser than Bruno. Bruno's coming back into that 10, no matter what. He will be starting on that 10. It will be interesting to see how the off-the-ball structure seems because our issue in preseason was more on the ball sometimes in terms of how we get it. It's the off the ball with the personnel coming back with Manu, who as great as he is, obviously his one weakness is off the ball. You have Bruno, who's a different off the ball player than Mason Mount. I wonder how it'll change what we see with the usual personnel coming in and taking out a Collier and a Mount who have more legs than a Bruno and a Manu. That's my one issue I have. I have concern how will that work, but.
It's interesting, man, because like I said, I think for me this midfield needs 2 midfielders, but I'm worried that we will only end up
100%. We'll definitely need 2.
I think we'll end up with 1 midfielder, man, and that for me is a bit worrying because boy, if you're leaving that midfield, what's that midfield going to be? Toby Collier, who's going to get introduced. Got Kobe Manu. You got obviously Ugarte, Casemiro, Ericsson, and Bruno Fernandes. That's your midfield. How is that good?
It's not great.
Mount as well.
Oh yeah, Mason Mount. Yeah, Mason Mount as well. Yeah. So
it's not great. Not great.
I don't know, man. That's got to be bottom 5 of the Prem, right? That has to.
Yeah, it's not really that good.
I don't know.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not really that good. I'm being kind.
It's so imbalanced. It's so imbalanced. It has good names. Obviously, you have Bruno, you have Manu, you have Mount. You have Casemiro, you have all the name value, but in terms of balance, I can't create a midfield 3 out of those names.
That's balanced. You can't.
That really works. CK probably mentioned the best one in Collier and Manu, but
even then, it's not. Collier's not a 6, even though he's a real. I think he showed a lot of ability in terms of his ability to play under pressure from deep. I think he did show that a bit this preseason, but he's not ready.
With Licha and Shawbat, I can see him playing the 6 because those guys are so good at progressing the ball that they can hide him a little bit.
Yeah, I hear that.
But I can't depend on Luke Shaw to stay fit the whole season. So
exactly, it's the Luke Shaw thing is I kind of don't even think about it anymore.
So then we go back. Let's say when Malasi comes back, Malasi's not going to be ready to play he just missed the
Yeah,
whole year.
he's not-
We don't know how long
he's
he's gonna
not
take
ready.
back to get adjusted.
Yeah, that's
He's
crazy.
It's
He's
like
not ready.
there's so many what ifs with United. That's the issue. Like on paper,
think
like
we-
if everyone's at their best, if everyone plays their role to perfection, we could be a good team. I think we have some quality players, but there's so many what if. We have a defense where our two best players right now are two guys that can get injured at any moment in Ligt and Shaw.
That's what I'm saying.
Yoro's not here for another 2 months. In the midfield, Kobe Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes are the only two midfielders I can really trust. And even Bruno depends on what version of Bruno shows up. Hopefully, it's the last 5 games of last season and not the first 6 months. And then the attack, I need Marcus Rashford to be locked in, which he looks so far. So hopefully,
Yeah, he
that
looks so
continues.
far.
Xerxes has to get acclimated to the Premier League. I think his play style will suit the Premier League right away, but I've seen better strikers struggle to get adjusted.
I agree with that. I think it will, but I think the goals aren't gonna flow quickly. You feel me? I think that's gonna add some pressure to him. Even though I think I'm the type of player, like if you're playing well, if you're holding up the ball, linking play, progressing us, yeah, the goals will eventually come. But I think he'll face a little bit of pressure only because I don't think he's gonna be prolific by any means in his first season. Hopefully,
Also, by the way,
What do you guys think about the quotes about Ten Hag?
I was about
Ten
to say
Hag,
that.
like third time now, has said Xerxes and Højlund can play together. And The Athletic reported on this when Xerxes originally had signed for the club. Like
Yeah,
this
ready
is
for
clearly
it,
being briefed to the
Y'all
media.
ready for this lineup?
Is
Y'all
it
ready for this lineup?
Is it
What's he gonna do?
Bro,
is he-
you're
is
about
he
to
thinking-
see. You remember that
Bruno
lineup
right
at
wing?
Barcelona? You remember
Yeah,
that
that's what I
lineup
was
at
gonna-
Barcelona? When
Yeah,
we played the Saints?
exactly.
Get
I
ready
was
for the Rashford, Xerxes, Højlund, Bruno front four. Get ready for that.
That's why
Yes.
Saeed, that's the lineup I gave you originally when we were all giving our starting 11s, right? I gave you like a version of that lineup, and Ten Hag keeps saying it now. Ten Hag keeps saying it.
Where did he say that? Where did he say that?
He said it.
He said it on the European Lads
Said it
page to a
yesterday.
Dutch interviewer.
Okay.
But this is like the third time it's happened though. Like it was also briefed to the Athletic. I think Whitwell said it in one of his articles.
Yeah, I would definitely want to see that. Like
Mm.
just to see the dynamics. I think it could work.
just play Ahmad on the right.
Yo,
Just
That
play
what
Ahmad on the
happened,
right.
Just
play Ahmad on the right.
F midfield balance, bro. Just go Bruno, Mainoo, Xerxes, Rashford, Højlund, Ahmad. Yo, who cares, bro? Let's
Bro,
go.
do you want to win games?
Bro, we ain't gonna win anything with Casemiro in there anyway. Might as well just go all out attack.
Bro,
Go win 6-5,
you
bro.
must. You must. You know what I'm saying? That's for me. Listen, the manager he's got a new coaching staff. They have to be tactically on point this season, man. He's got Van Nistelrooy there,
Yeah.
Rennie Hack. He's got to develop some. He's got to be at a stage now where he should be understanding what's gonna work this season now. Like he should be understanding the Premier League. That's one thing as well. He can't be naive in his third season. Surely we're not dealing with a naive manager in his third season. Surely can be a bit more adaptable, less stubborn, bit more proactive, bit more kind of understanding when to attack, when to not. You know what I mean? Play the way you played last season in terms of the end of the season. That was a good version of Man United, where we were compact, but we also looked dangerous on the break as well. You know, if we can have that blend, then you got something. But I don't know, man. Do I look at that season, end of the season, as something that, you know, after that Crystal Palace game, it was one of them. Did he think his job was on the line? So he had to go back to square one, you know what I mean, and go back to the drawing board? I don't know. I don't know.
It was reported that they had decided to sack him before the Crystal Palace game. And
Yeah.
then they had a second meeting that also like confirmed the decision of the sacking. And then after the FA Cup and I think the fan pressure and everything, and probably they didn't get who they wanted. They were going through interview after interview after interview. Then they eventually came to him.
It's crazy, man. So I think for me, you know what I mean? I do believe that Amrabat thing's not going away anywhere too soon. I still think he's lurking around in case United do need a, you know, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? A last minute option. He's the kind of last minute option. Him, Rabiot. I still think Rabiot's a last minute option if they need to. Who else is a last minute option? You know what I mean? That United could possibly go and get. Maybe Sanderberg if that comes to situation. But you said they're looking at 30 million for him in that regard.
I'm not gonna lie, United are gonna have to bully Burnley here. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, they have to bully them.
What the hell is 30 mil for like? He was originally quoted at 10 to 15. Like, what is going on? Who do these clubs think they are?
Promise some Palestri on loan or something, please. Like, bro, just get it, bro.
You're not gonna go to Sheffield United, though, man. Come on, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to give one of your youngsters. You know what I mean? Dare I say, Toby Collier or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give them something that they can work with. Man City give these youngsters. Who did they give? Like, who did they give last time? That kid that's now playing for them now.
They just sold Micah Hamilton.
McAtee. You got to give that kind of signing to Sheffield United. You got to give someone who's on the up.
We're not in the City's position though, where we can afford.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So then you got to pay the money then. You know what I mean? You got to pay that
30 is outrageous though.
It is
outrageous.
But we became desperate, and when you come desperate, yo man, anything's possible right now. Especially with what 2 seasons ago, 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks ago. Well, not even less than 2 weeks. It's 1 week because we were talking last week. Temi said, Temi promised us 2 signings this week. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's
Friday. It's Friday night. It's Friday night.
It's Friday night, so maybe we might get one.
The week isn't over. The week isn't
over
just yet.
Shout out to everybody here in the building. 1,000 people here, not even 500 likes, man. I don't know what you guys are doing, man. Maybe you're enjoying the show, but please, guys, let's like the video, man. If United are not doing anything and we're not doing anything, you know what I mean? Come on, guys. Like the video. Big up JJ Ashes. I can't wait for the emergency streams. Bandom says October. Bring on Rude. Ollie versus 2.0 when Ten Hag gets his P45. Listen, you need to worry about that Arsenal winning the league, bro. That's all you need to worry about. You need to worry about even winning the trophy, let alone win the league. We've been winning trophies. What you man been doing? Yeah? So you need to get your trophies up, bro. You know the ones there? If Tottenham win a trophy before you lot in the last 5 years, that's embarrassing, bro.
Good team Tottenham have.
Yeah, bro, that Dom Solanke move. That Dom Solanke move is nice.
I got jumped today on Twitter because I said Spurs might end up having the best project in the league soon. I got jumped for that.
It's not what? No. It's not
the best part in the league.
It's not ridiculous to say. It's not ridiculous.
Oh, just like in terms of entertainment, value.
No. Best bro. If you look at their project, look at the signings they're making.
Project.
Oh, midfielder Archie Gray.
I thought you said.
Bro, look at Archie. You got Archie Gray. You got Lucas Bergvall. They have Romero and Van de Ven already. Poro Dogi. You have now you have Dom Solanke, who's gonna hit.
They just need a right winger. If they would have got Neto, spooky.
But can I say the other side of Tottenham?
They got Neto and Solanke in the same summer, bro. I would have started singing.
Okay, let me tell you when a few signings.
Congrats on your move, Griggs. By the way.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me tell you the other side of it when 1 or 2 injuries come into play. You've got Oliver Skip in midfield. You've got flipping my man Davies at left back. You know they've got Richarlison coming on for Solanke if he's injured. Like they don't have the squad. They have a good 11. You know,
I mean, Richarlison is a better backup striker than most teams have. That's not.
Would you swap it for Højlund? I wouldn't swap it for Højlund. So it's one of them.
Who's Chelsea's backup? Who's Chelsea's backup striker? The new transfer.
Yeah, to be fair, they're dead man there. Yeah,
who's Villa's backup striker? I don't even know who's
Villa. To be fair, they have Cameron Archer. He's good. I like Cameron Archer.
He's not better than Richarlison though yet. Cam Archer's not better than Richarlison.
Bro, he's good, man. Cameron Archer's good.
Who's Liverpool's backup striker after Nunez?
Jota.
It have to be Jota.
Jota's a good player.
Good player.
It's all good, but I think Richarlison's a solid backup striker. Bentancur's their backup midfielder. It's not even Oliver Skip anymore. Bentancur's a great midfielder.
But the thing is, Bentancur's hardly available, bro. He's injured again.
He's not gonna be starting now, though. He's gonna be a bench player purely.
You can see the vision. You can see the vision.
Don't get me wrong.
I thought the project. They're not the finished product yet. This season, they're not going to be top 3. I think they finished 4th. But
I think they're going to struggle the most.
They keep making signings at which are the right age because they're not doing that Chelsea. They're not going to sign 16-year-olds from the favelas. They're signing that 21 to 26 age range of players that are either ready to hit their peak or are nearing that peak very soon enough. Which would be like, for example, who would it be? Like Udogi, who had a good start at Udinese and stuff like that. They're getting players that have played professional football in the top 5 leagues already that are ready to make the big move to the next league. While Chelsea are going to sign David Washington, who's not Brazilian, but you can't be Brazilian with the name David Washington, bro. You're from Georgia, bro. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, I get it. My thing is is like United have the potential to have a good squad, not necessarily an unbelievable 11. Do you get it? Like, I think most 11s in the league, like when I look at them now, I'm looking at other teams and I'm like, yeah, their 11 looks sick, man. But at the minute, we have got, if we bring them signings in, there are options to come off the bench. Do you get it? Like that you could say, right, we're better squad than these lot, or we've got better.
Yeah, but what I like about
Nah, but
Spurs
like
is
think
that
about it.
they didn't change too much. Sorry, Ziz, I'm gonna let you go in a second. I was gonna say I just like that they didn't change a lot too quick. I don't like clubs or teams that change too much too quick. Because I was making this case on Chelsea today. I can't say that Chelsea will be fixed under Maresca because it's not even the same team now. You added too many players and they're going to play a different style of play where I can't really look at the problems that they had and say this exact problem will be fixed next season because now you're not going to have the same players to even fix that same mistake. Whereas like Spurs, we all know what Spurs are bad at. They have one style of play and one style of play only. So they're lacking the adaptability. But in the way that they play football right now, they improved in 2 positions. Well, there's one more. I haven't watched the Bergvall guy, but I heard he's been pretty good.
Yeah, he looks
but
good.
They got him back from loan. They got Archie Gray and they got Solanke. These 3 positions alone they improved on while not changing too much. Today they got rid of Emerson Real. So if they get a competent backup right back / center back, there you go. That's more improvement. Sometimes these steady improvements are better for the long term because when you chop and change too much, you actually set yourself back more because you're going to find new issues that you didn't identify because you didn't play that way last season. So I'm 100%. This is why when people say I'm twerking for Spurs, I'm really not. I just like how they're moving very steady. And the steadier you move, I think the better. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
It's the anti Chelsea, right? Which is why I'm so skeptical of where people are saying they're going to finish. It's like Chelsea have taken the path of we're just going to buy everyone and like they're playing FIFA career mode in real life. Yeah, it's just like that shit doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I agree. Like I agree with. I don't think Spurs are going to finish top 4. I could be wrong about that. I still like. I was skeptical of Villa a couple weeks ago, but the more I've looked at it, I really like what they've done. You know what I'm saying? I still think that there's other teams like Newcastle. I think Newcastle are going to be very competitive this season. So yeah, it's just
man. It's doggy.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Well, Villa, you need to get Cass back on, Saeed. Watching these comps about Onana, I need him to eat his words. We're gonna see this.
Yeah,
we're gonna see this year, and you're gonna see it in a team that actually likes to pass forward. You guys calling this like I remember every word you guys said about Onana, calling that man trash.
No, I was a bit balanced about Onana. I said he's got good qualities.
It ain't none of us here on this panel.
I was very balanced.
I was about to say I like Amadou Onana.
We got the president. We got the president of Onana FC down there.
I agree. I just looked at. Listen, for me, I said in this Man United team. Don't get me wrong. He can add to the quality of our squad, but sometimes I look at him and I'm like, on the ball, I do worry sometimes about him. But I think in terms of athleticism, what he gives Man United, bro, he can tick a lot of boxes for Man United.
But what would this on the ball worry? I feel like it's rooted in the system he was in more so than like. But when he had his moments, which he didn't have a lot of opportunities to shine in terms of getting on the ball and doing things game to game. But when he was on the ball, i.e. for Belgium this summer, as we all saw, like he's a quality player. Like this whole, honestly, I'm going to be real. I think he's
better on the ball than Ugarte.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like, it's not even close. It's not even close. And that's the thing. It's like, I think I'm slightly joking when I say this, but it is a little bit of El Racismo. Like, he just kind of looks like a pace and power player, and they kind of just put him in that box, but that's obviously not the case. Like he has a lot more to his game. Now for Villa, I'm a little bit torn on that specific team for him because I think what Douglas Luiz did and what he does is drastically different. Obviously they have Boubacar Kamara, who I imagine they want to. Oh, is he out? Oh, he's still injured. I keep forgetting. He got hurt.
They signed that kid from Juve in the swap deal.
But I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I don't know enough about him to be.
He's similar to Douglas Luiz though. That's he was kind of a like for like swap with Douglas Luiz.
But that loss is gonna be a lot on Onana to fill those shoes. Because I think people are gonna just assume he's gonna be that type of player, like. Kaz and a lot of people think that he's the 6th, right? But
by the way, did they end up keeping the Durant guy?
Who?
Durant, The striker.
No,
He went
he's
somewhere. I
he's
forgot
still
where he
there,
went.
Still there.
He went to
Even
the
though he was
Champions
He did, right?
No, he left.
I mean,
Duran left.
No, he didn't. He was meant to go West Ham, but he didn't end up going.
He didn't
Oh,
end up
never
going,
mind
though.
that.
Yeah.
Something because they lost Musa Diaby, right? He went to Saudi, so like they kind of lost that game changer.
Philippine.
Even though
Watch out for him.
he didn't do that good this season, but last season with Diaby, but he still caused a threat because of his pace and stuff like that.
Philippine. Did you guys watch about Hull City, man? Because I watch a lot of championships.
He's one of the best ones.
Philippine.
Bro, I can't lie. When I see him at Hull City, I was
Wait,
like,
they signed him?
Yeah,
bro.
they re-signed him back.
They had his rights because he's from their academy, so they had like a buyback.
Yeah, man.
Oh, damn.
He's very, very good, man. He's very, very good.
Look,
Let's go.
hey, put up that mofo tweet. The one that says this is exactly what I'm talking about. The one that says Onana is a like this is exactly what I'm talking about. They're like, this is just misprofiling of a player. Like, yeah, I guess I'm sure he covers a lot of ground, but that's like a side asset of his game. You feel me? Like that's not even that's not his best attribute. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you're talking about ball carrying. Okay, if we're talking about ball carrying, yeah, he covers a lot of ground going forward. But this whole like he's this, he's a Casemiro just chasing the ball and trying to win. That's not really his game. You feel me? So
There's people that would still rather have Casemiro in their team than Onana.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I really can't.
That's crazy.
Casemiro wouldn't get in this Aston Villa team right now. I'll tell you that much.
No, Onana's not a 6, but I would play him in Casemiro. I would play him in that Casemiro role if need be, if we just had to.
Of course, we'd be
But
better.
I don't really get that. Like, if Onana's not a 6, what type of player is a 6? Onana to me
bro,
is
the
like
6s are dying, man. The 6s are dying. Lone
So
6s
I would
are
so
dying.
no, but like lone 6s doesn't mean you're like a 6. A 6 is just like it's a defensively minded midfielder that like can either play in a pivot or a single pivot. It doesn't necessarily need to be someone that anchors.
Rodri's the only one in world football for me that can do
no. So let me I agree with what you're saying, this pounds, but I think his best attributes, a lot of them are going forward, but because of the team he was in, you feel me, he didn't get to display a lot of those attributes, which is why I'm hearkening back to like Belgium this summer, where we saw him have the ability to, obviously the team didn't do as great as they wanted, but when he was on the ball in that team where they gave him more license and all that, he showed those talents. So I view him more of it as an 8. Obviously he can play in a double pivot, what you can call it what you want, but I view him more of as a box to box type of player.
Right.
He's definitely better defensively than he is offensively, but that's just a testament to how good he is defensively. He's also very competent with the ball. He's technical. He can pass.
Yeah.
He has good selection. If you saw like any of his preseason games, he's so much better than people like to make him out for as a passer.
No, that's why I didn't agree.
Half turn. Literally, just go watch a comp of just his half turn when he receives the ball with the back to the pitch. It's amazing, bro. But they just look at him as someone who's tall. And they just think he's.
And I think his statistics are very misleading. I think like his passing statistics, his offensive statistics are extremely misleading because he was in a shit team, right? Like he was doing so much dirty work. So to your point, Ziz Pumps, I agree. Like, well, I don't necessarily agree with he's better defensively, but I think that he is very good defensively. But in a team where he's going to get to express himself more, I think that will be what people see and kind of eventually give him that credit for.
Big, this Paulinho one. I kind of low key wanted him, man. But again, Bayern Munich came in, just started to just do their thing. Feel me? So who knows?
No,
I
think that's a Glazers buy. 28 years old.
Yeah, I agree.
Declining.
Not really, man.
Paulinho is a quality player, but I think again, it's a. How do I like? He's
Does
more
he not
of
improve us for the next couple of years?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he absolutely. That's I don't think that's. But again, it's the how much did Bayern?
He bought it for 45 million.
Yeah, I'm
I think
personally
it's around
good on
45
that.
million.
Personally, I'm good on that. I'll be real. I think that what I'm saying. I think for Bayern, I think he'll do great for Bayern. I think that's a good fit.
For United,
yes. The midfielders around him. I think he has more technically gifted midfielders around him for Bayern Munich. So there's going to be less pressure on him to.
He only has Musiala in the 10, and then he has probably I don't know who's going to play
the young. Nah, they're going to play the.
Pavlovic.
Yeah, Pavlovic is good on the ball.
Okay.
They have there's other options there, but again, like I think that's a good fit for him. I don't think he would have been necessarily a great fit for United. I don't think he's very good on the ball, to be honest with you. I think that's again it. I don't want to say I think he's better than Ugarte.
He's not good on the ball.
Yeah, but I think he's better than Ugarte, but he's not again on the ball. He's not. We would be left wanting again. You know what I'm saying? We need I think the most for me, and I think we've done it so far. We need to keep on raising the technical floor of the team with each signing we make. You feel me? Like that should be a minimum type of requirement. Like, okay, we get a 6. Make sure this 6 is better than Casemiro on the ball, definitively. Right? I'm not again. Ugarte's younger. Again, Ugarte's.
You might have to go back to the 90s. Give it up with the number 6. Go play 3 8s that know how to do every facet of play, and that's it.
I'm okay with, and I would be. Listen, I'll be okay with that.
Other than Rodri, what number 6 out there makes you go wow?
I don't need wow. I don't need wow. I just need.
He was there.
But even Zubamendi, you have the physical frailty that he potentially might offer you. It's
I'm not gonna lie. I had that worry if we would have got Zubamendi because I was very aware of that.
Zubamendi menu pivot is not it.
I'll admit it. Physically, that wasn't the best one, but it's just for just the pure dominance that we would have on the ball when we have it. I was ready to have that. And in certain games where I need to bring a physical player in the pivot, then that's what I would have brought out a Zubamendi or a Menu. I knew he wouldn't be the only one. I was very aware of it. But he's just so good on the ball, and there's not a lot of good players out there that are as good as him on the ball that were available. Yeah. That's why I really wanted that.
You would have to build a defense of super athletes to be able to.
Bro, you'd have to get
imagine Martinez behind Zubamendi, bro.
You have to get Jared Brentwaite.
Say that again.
Brentwaite in Europe.
Say that again.
If you had Martinez behind the Zubamendi Menu pivot, bro, we're getting cut up every week.
Yes, it's not the best defensive
You might hit up Mandela Keita.
Who?
Yo, that guy is he's a La Liga guy, right?
Yeah, Musa keeps putting him through and that. And I'm saying, bro, I've never heard of
this.
He's
a good engine.
I have a couple friends who Real Madrid fans, and man, every time they watch him, they say he's incredible. He's one of the best talents in La Liga.
So I don't know, man. Antwerp, he plays for Antwerp. Check his stats right now. Check his stats and whatnot. See what he's saying.
Who's the guy with the hyphenated last name?
Who?
The Salzburg guy, the Gorith something.
Yeah.
Bro, go and get Danso, man. Danso, I like Danso, man. He plays good as well.
Center back, though.
Yeah, he's center back, yeah. Big up Upper Deck says, Saeed, I left a super chat a month ago about Hermoso and Rabiot on a free, and you said no to Rabiot. McTominay sale, pure profit, and Rabiot is better. Squad depth. Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna flip flop. I said no to Rabiot last year. I said no to Rabiot until recently, till he got a bit desperate. You know what I mean, and whatnot. So, yeah, man.
Upper Deck, blame Rabiot for asking for too much money. The guy's asking for.
I don't know. We've not even been in talks with him, so I don't think it's actually genuine. Our interest is not probably there. You know what I mean? So. I don't know what they actually they're looking at. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's one of them, man. It's one of them. Big up Dave Kim says not many teams employ 6s like they used to back in the day. Teams play out one, rely on the 6 solely. 8s come back to receive. Look at Arsenal with Rice. It ain't in build up, 6 in defense. Yeah. That's
I could take this comment and go somewhere with it.
That's what I'm saying. Just build a midfield of 3 guys that can do pretty much everything on the pitch, and that's it. And
I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Easier said than
done. But we don't have again. It's just the.
I mean, you already have Menu who can pretty much do a little bit of everything in every single kind of phase.
Who's got the best midfield in the league? Who's got the best midfield in the league?
Man
City.
They have Rodri and De Bruyne. They have Rodri and De Bruyne. That's all.
It's not even
Phil Foden.
Player
of the season. The best player in the Premier League for the past 10 years, and the best player in the Premier League now.
Okay,
Barry the Premier League of last season.
Say that more. Barry City, who's got the best midfield in the league? Let's be objective here, because let's be honest. Chelsea have got a good midfield option, so let's give them some praise as well.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They have my dog, but everyone else is just
who Lavia.
That's my guy. That's really.
I love Romeo.
Watch this space this season. This season we're taking off. Don't
Oh,
worry.
Bro, they're
Romeo
trying to
Lavia,
bench
it's
him.
quality.
See, I'm not even joking. I had
They
to talk to
cannot
Chelsea
bench
fans
Lavia.
today.
Lavia
They're
has
saying
to
they're gonna
start.
bench Lavia to
Let
play
me tell you
Palmer in the
Let me
10.
tell you something. Yo, Omar Barada, if Lavia is on that bench for Chelsea match week 1, I need you to start
Wallahi,
tapping up
trust me.
agent phones. Wilcox too, because you guys bought that guy to Manchester City. Tap up
Facts.
some phones right now and go get him.
Him and Cole Palmer, man, back to back. Do that.
Cole Palmer, we'll talk soon. 2026. Once Maresca,
Yeah, 2026, yeah.
once that Maresca dictatorship over there fails, we'll go get Cole Palmer. Don't worry.
So okay. I'm looking at, for me, Arsenal's midfield is strong. Let's be honest. Marino, hopefully he comes through the
Is
door.
Marino over the line?
No,
Yeah.
it's been
They are gonna get him, man. They are gonna get him. Let's be
it's been
honest.
agreed for like 2 weeks.
Rice loan 6 with Marino.
Bro,
It's not-
Marino kind of got help.
If Liverpool gets Zuba Mendy, yeah. Zuba Mendy,
That's the same
McAllister.
things. Off the ball.
Yeah, but
Off
they
the
have
ball,
center
man,
back,
they
but
lack
they
a lot,
have
man.
center backs behind them that are units. You have Van Dijk, you have Konate, you have Kwanzaa. They have the physical center backs that can make up for that lot.
Yeah, but you have to go through the defense.
Also, McAllister, by the way,
Konate Hemi game week 5.
McAllister,
We
by the
know
way,
how this
McAllister's a
story goes.
dog, by the way.
It's a
McAllister's
buzz line.
not
It's a
afraid
buzz
to
line.
get into
It's a
attack.
buzz line, though.
That guy's mid, bro. Curtis
That's what
Jones
I'm
is
saying
better.
to you. I need midfield free. So
Well, I think that could probably be the second best midfield 3 because the other midfields aren't that crazy.
City won
Mendy-
Arsenal too.
you know what?
Yeah, I was
Someone
gonna say
saying?
Arsenal. I was trying to think of some team other than Arsenal, but I can't.
Yeah, me
Villa,
too.
Villa.
Oh my god, off the ball, especially
No.
a little crazy because if you have a solid defense,
With
behind
no-
you, the off the ball in the
with
midfield
no-
isn't that crazy.
Yeah,
I think
with
You keep the ball, bro. You're not losing the ball. I'm rarely defending.
But we're talking
Yeah.
about
No, but those
McAllister
mid-table
was one of the better-
counterattacks are
Bro, they have.
Yeah,
Van
but look
Dijk
at
back
come on,
there.
look at City. Like I'm not gonna lie, look at City for years. They've been one of the worst transitional teams,
They won-
but they
bro, they
dominate
won
the
a
ball
league.
for how
They won a
long?
league with Gundogan.
you
at
can't
6.
model.
West Ham
Respect-
got a
respect
good
them,
midfield as well. No,
No, but I'm saying
no.
McAllister.
West Ham-
Can we
West
stop
Ham-
with this West Ham shit? I don't want.
Yeah,
Why are
what's
West Ham
going
so
on?
overhyped?
West
is
Ham
going
has
on with
Edson
this?
Alvarez as their starting 6. Let's not do that.
Yeah, come on, man. What are we doing? Like,
Bro,
West
it's
Ham-
Alvarez-
Kudus.
It's
I
not-
saw
it's not
Kudus
even
in the
Edson
wing
Alvarez,
last
by the way.
season.
Edson Alvarez better than Casemiro.
Yes.
I probably would have him now over
Yeah.
Casemiro. Said you don't understand. I'd have like 90% of the players over
Zaid, I
Casemiro.
need you to Zaid, I
Is
need you to
he better than him?
understand. Zaid, I need you to understand. Every other Premier League team's number 6 is better than Casemiro. I need you to understand. Every other team's number 6 is better than Casemiro.
I love that
Every
he's coming
other
from
number
someone
6.
Yeah, but then a year ago, it's like it's the
A
best
year
thing.
ago,
I would
you know what they
so-
say about the old days.
A year
Saeed.
ago, no, I will tell you this. A year ago, me and Griggs were on our way to the game to United Arsenal in MetLife, and Griggs was telling me, I don't want Casemiro in this team this season. So he's been consistent with that.
I saw Manu. I saw Manu.
Yeah.
I saw Manu start number 6, and my life was changed.
And guess what? Casemiro didn't
He
start that day.
played like a right. He played like a right 8 for some reason.
No,
Inverted right eight.
Manu played number 6 that game because it was Manu, Mount, Bruno midfield. That was Manu in the base.
Yeah,
played
that's when he was
number
going
six.
out to
Casemiro
right
came
back
in-
and shit.
Casemiro came in the second half and ruined everything. We couldn't string 5 passes together.
Yeah, that was the midfield question is kind of crazy because there's really only 2 legitimate answers.
Oh,
It's City and
I know
Arsenal.
West.
Like,
By the way, West Ham might have like a top 5 midfield in this league.
Nah, for real.
Bro,
I just want to see Kudus in the 10 first, because I saw
Paqueta,
more. in the league.
Kudus.
Paqueta, Kudus, and that Guido Rodriguez guy, the guy that was on the free from Betis.
But how much did Kudus play in the 10 last season? I don't remember him.
oh,
playing
he played
that
as a
late.
wide player like the whole
Yeah, that's what I'm
season,
saying.
bro.
Like I still
Bro.
need to see it.
Nah,
I
but
think
when
he's
he
good.
played
I just need
in
to see it.
central, when he plays central, do you remember that game against Chelsea? I think
Bro,
he
just
might have
run
played
right there.
central in that game.
Just run right
Bro,
there.
I've never seen a more dominant display from a guy who's just been beaten 6-0. I think
Wait, is Eze gonna be number 10 for Palace this year?
Probably, yeah.
Nah, he'll stay.
Eze,
Yeah.
Shoot Decore, Adam
Decore.
That's
top.
Corey over Corey.
Eze, Shoot Decore, and Adam Warren. That's a top.
That's a balanced midfield.
Oh, look at all these clubs enjoying top
That's a
midfield,
very
and
good
I have
midfield.
Casemiro.
Even Kamada, you would have added Kamada as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, Dashi Kamada. See what I'm saying? Look at all these midfields. Look at all these clubs I mentioned. Look at
United
the
are
base.
finished. You know,
And
Well,
Villa
I-
added, bro, they added Barkley. They thought I was joking when I said I would have took Barkley this
Oh,
summer.
yeah, I don't know.
what about the teams below it? What about teams like, let's say, who are the teams that are just like 11th, 12th, and they finish like?
I don't think we have a top 10 midfield right now.
Brighton's midfield. What's
Fulham,
Brighton's
Smith
midfield?
Rowe, Brighton's.
Brighton's. What's Brighton's
Matt's
midfield?
White. Matt's White.
Matt's
Matt's
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer for 30 million is going to be the signing.
Another
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
yo,
I've
another
listen,
guy better-
it's gonna be
another
the
guy
signing of
better
the
than
season.
Casemiro.
It's gonna
Well,
be the
you know
signing
what,
of the season.
yeah? You don't watch him, yeah? Say no more.
Bro,
Okay,
Mass Viper was my dream, my dream six
To be
signing.
fair,
Like,
Tammy spoke about him here every Friday before he even
Yeah.
signed for Brighton. I'll give him
bro,
that.
I've been praying.
Let me go peep who Ipswich's number 6 is. Let me go peep, man. No, I gotta find it.
If Ipswich have a better
Surprised you don't
six,
know,
then
that's
bro,
your
it's
club.
people like-
Nah, but
Yeah, that's your club, Griggs.
But
I didn't know.
Saeed,
Why
Why
is that the
are-
I feel
Egyptian?
like-
Yo, Sam Morsi. Yo, Safi. He better than Casemiro.
Nah, Sam Morse is it's dog shit, bro.
Who do you got in that midfield?
He's so bad, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie,
Belebo,
yo, Ipswich.
Rico.
I'm looking at this midfield right now.
Bro, he played for Egypt for like
Bro,
2 years and they
bro,
clipped him. They sent him back to England.
Good man. Bro, you know who they're gonna go and get? By the way, they're looking to go and get that Blackburn bit striker, yeah, who just scored I think a couple of goals today.
Modric, yeah.
Bro, he's a quality player as well, man. Yo, telling you now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who
We
is-
got Book of Eli.
Who's
with-
the dude
without-
that Chelsea signed? Omaridi? Who? Like, what position does he play? Like, who is he?
Omaron, the guy up top.
Striker.
Almorodian.
What's
Marodi.
his-
I don't know.
Who
I don't
is
know
he?
that, bro.
He
I don't
played
know
for
who he
Spain.
is. I just know he's a Nigerian kid. That's
Bro,
it.
he
That
sounds
was
like,
He's
yo,
Nigerian?
the name sounds like a
Yeah,
transformer,
Nigerian.
bro. If you told me that was
Hey,
that's
hey,
like Bumblebee
put some,
Sport,
put some respect on my countrymen. Don't let me start cooking Greek
Tammy,
names.
first of all, he chose
Don't
Spain.
let me
bro.
start cooking.
Bro, Tammy,
Looking
he
spooky
chose
for
Spain.
Greece, man. Looking
Tammy,
spooky for
bro,
Greece.
Tammy, he chose Spain. Yo, he's representing Spain in the Olympics right now. Yo, let's go.
What does that mean?
Bro,
Let me
What does that mean?
listen.
it's the
Shout out to
MVP,
you,
bro.
give it up.
No one knows shit.
What are we saying about tomorrow? though?
Big up everyone who's locked in. Keep liking the video, people, man. Let's get to 500 likes. Book of Eli with his attributes, Kobe, a 10, not 8. Thoughts?
Never a 10.
I like him in a 10, man. I think for me,
Never
bro,
a 10. Never was
10, man. I want him in that 10 role, man.
Yeah, but where do you see creativity?
hamper
Because
all
he
of
can
his-
play in
you
tight
hamper all of his
spaces.
progression in the first and second phase if you put
I
him in
know,
the 10.
man, but bro, imagine it because you know what's good about him, yeah.
He can do everything
so-
that
He's so
he can just
techy.
be an 8.
I think what Saeed's getting. I agree with what you're saying, CK, but I think what Saeed is saying is like, okay, let's go back to Pogba, Herrera, Matic. You feel me? Where you have Pogba, who is quote unquote an advanced 8. You feel me? But he's helping in the build up, but he's the highest midfielder. I think that's what Saeed's saying. If Kobe is our highest midfielder, and then we have a diminutive or an 8 like a Herrera, and then a sitting 6 who can is good in the first phase, I'm here for that because to me that's a very balanced midfield.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
it
I'm
doesn't
saying?
make him a 10
why-
like a
why would
Stroley
you
with
want
10.
Kobe
No, I
to
agree.
only
No,
get the
I'm
ball?
with you on that. I think the 10 that's just semantics at this
Like
point.
I don't look at tidy
Saeed's
players
saying-
and I'm like, you're a 10. Like there's a
No, I
reason why you're
agree.
tidy because you don't
I-
take a lot
I-
of risks. So
I
you're not
agree.
creative. So you're not a 10.
And again, I disagree with this whole like quote unquote risk. Like I think people take I think good number 10s take calculated risks. Like they pick and choose their moments. So I agree
No,
with
but
you.
that's not. But that's not Kobe's game. Like we don't talk about it. Like we always compliment
because-
him what for being a very good dribbler. He's very tidy. He links up play well. He moves the ball well, and he occasionally he'll score a goal like the one that he did against Wolves, and that where he dribbles a couple players and does
Yeah.
something out of nothing. But these are not all 10 attributes. Like I don't look at traditional 10s and I just look at him and I'm like, yeah, he's our 10. Get him instead of Bruno. I'm like, no, he plays
Again,
advanced, but that doesn't make him just a sitting 10. Like he has to go back and forth.
I agree. Again, I think the point is 10 is let's just get the 10s, 8, 6. Let's just say he is quote unquote the guy who is the most advanced midfielder. Doesn't necessarily mean he's a sitting 10, right? Which is why I use the Pogba, Herrera, Matic, comp. You feel me? I think that Kobe has that ability. And when he's in and around the final third, he has the ability to do, the quote unquote off the cuff stuff, make the right reads, things like that.
Because he has
So-
quick feet. Yeah,
yeah. So again, I agree with the whole. He's not a Bruno type of 10. I wouldn't play him as a 10 in a 4-2-3-1. But if you're playing a 4-3-3, you feel me? I think he can do that role of being the highest midfielder. You feel me? And then you have a Herrera type, a guy who runs around and does the dirty work. And then you have a Max Viper type, right? Who's sitting in, who's sitting as a 6 and can spray the ball around, all that good stuff. I would like to see that. I think Kobe has a lot of ability and we haven't seen him unlock his full potential in the final third because he was so busy chasing the ball last season.
That's my worry though for me is that we're gonna burn him out in an aspect.
Yeah,
of
he needs. Yeah, I agree. I hope we don't pull a Garnacho with Kobe this season. He plays like 38 games in a row. Like and I'm scared. I can see that happening. Yeah, I hope and I agree with that. I hope that happens. I really do. So but we'll see because you know Ten Hag when he locks in on certain players, he just doesn't rest them. So,
yep, facts, 100%. Did you not see Anthony's interview today, man? You know
It's
what I
a
mean?
joke, bro.
Yeah, I think
it's
that
a joke?
shit's not real. I don't think that shit's real, bro.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what he was saying.
Until somebody shows me the article or the like, you know what I mean?
It's from Duck.
I missed that. I just. Oh really?
What? How did he agree to do this? By the way, like
I just saw
give yourself a little boost PR wise and that, like,
My name will be associated with goals this season. Bro, as long as your name's outside the newspaper, I'm good. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear nothing about you this season.
Anthony and Casemiro United are the key examples why Brazil has fallen off as a footballing nation. This is the key example 1 and 2.
It's crazy, man.
Do you see Academy Scoop that like posted your tweet, Griggs?
Bro, yeah, I told y'all Anthony left back. Y'all not ready for this vision, bro. If he wants to stay at United, he has to go watch Marcelo tape. That's the only way he can survive, bro.
Bro, left back, fam.
Yes,
it's mad.
left-footed.
But he did say he got pissed off with Ten Hag because he got played left back.
I don't know why he's getting pissed off. He can't do anything on the right wing, so I don't understand why he's getting pissed off.
Yeah,
I don't have an issue with a player like he's clearly like he's a competitor. Like he wants to be better. Like he's finding that motivation and whatnot. But it's just like just go and do it. Like you don't really need to do a whole like
all yap session, bro. I don't want to hear all
interview. Like now if you don't deliver, then you're in a world of trouble.
Yeah,
and you probably won't.
I
love for
he's not in trouble. No one took it seriously, bro.
Anthony's playing the long con because he knows he's staying out this contract 100%. If you see his maneuvers off the pitch as well, he's doing videos with Angry Ginge, Dalot on Pro Direct Soccer. This guy's trying to make a name for himself in like the culture. So he's gonna be here for a while.
Bro, that's facts.
He's gonna be sitting out this contract. He's going to try to be like one of the fan heroes. He's going to be the guys that our social media team does to do all the challenges and stuff. He'll be a valuable addition online.
We paid 100 million euros for a fucking social media content creator. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, that's his calling, I think.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just asking, like, that's what you're telling me. Man, get your ass to left back, bro. You're trash.
You know what he's
bro.
Like, let's repeat what he said.
Come on, bro.
You'll hear the name Anthony in relation to goal and assist this season. He's saying, "I will be there no matter what."
Yeah, so I want to say that that's not going to happen. Let's just be real. Like he's not good. He's not good enough.
Bro, he said, "I will be there."
But I don't have an issue. I don't. If it's one, I feel like the quote reads very like it just wasn't translated perfectly. Like it probably sounds.
But this chat will get angry at anything we say. Now they're upset with disrespecting Anthony.
Disrespect. Why do wait? Hold up.
I've had enough of United fans today. I've had to fight Garnacho fans from the morning because I said that Pedro Neto is better than Garnacho.
That will please him, bro.
An hour ago, I said Desiree Du is better than Garnacho, and they said he's the same player. Now we have Anthony getting said that Anthony disrespect.
Why would I respect Anthony? What for what reason do I need to respect Anthony? Like why? Name me 2 reasons why I should respect Anthony,
bro.
As a Man United player,
about to sign Barca Europa
you might know Leclerc.
Good game. The FA Cup game.
Who's signing Leclerc?
The goal.
Good game. Yeah, he scored some goals, but that's not a lot of people have scored goals, but I've seen McTominay scored game winners.
Remember this. Anthony right now is the reason why we can't go buy midfielders because we pay 80 mil for him. He's the reason why I can't go. Why I have to enjoy Casemiro right now is because of Anthony. He is.
We could have had Elise. I could have
had Michael Elise on my wing right now. Instead, he's gonna be picking it up at Bayern with Doué. Instead, I have to watch Anthony on my right wing. And
okay. He's here now. He's here. Okay, let's he's here right now. Yeah. What's the environment we need? How do we get him playing to the right capabilities? Like
we can't do anything. He has to play football. We could just watch
FA Cup 3rd round, Europa League group stage.
Europa League,
already sealed.
Did he score against? What was that team?
Kazakhstan, Malta.
What was that team? The dairy farm team that he scored against. You guys remember that the Newport, the cigarettes? Yeah, that's his level site. When we play Newport again,
this guy wore a shirt underneath his jersey about like honoring someone in case he scored a goal. He had to wear that jersey. He had to wear that shirt for a whole year because he didn't score a goal for a year. This guy is not good at the sport.
Nah, that's crazy.
He showed it before the game.
Oh,
Said,
remember the Pele tribute? He
When
had
Pele
it under his
died,
shirt,
yeah.
but then
He
he
showed the
did
Pele
it during
tribute
the
for
he did
game.
it during the moment of silence because he knew he wasn't scoring.
Nah, that's crazy. You lot are mocking him. Nah.
He's not.
He's like, yo,
Bro, he's so
Like,
fucking
Pele.
mid.
Yo, that's crazy.
He's so
I-
mid.
I-
I don't even know why. Why are we
like,
talking
email
about
me
this?
now, you know.
Why are we
and
just-
then he
why are we
went all out
discussing
and said that?
Bro,
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, relax.
Hey, bro,
man.
he is.
Now you
he's
ready to
trash,
relax,
bro?
man.
He's so mid
trash,
side. What do you
bro.
mean, relax, bro? He's
What are we
so
talking
mid.
about here, bro? He's so
I hope he
mid.
does well though. I hope he does
He's
well.
our. I think he's our worst winger. I really do.
But he'll never do anything to justify the 80 mil. I gave up on that, and I
You know,
defended him a lot.
I've gone from Anthony Frame to now Paul Scholes in the back now, man. You know what I mean? We've leveled up.
Yeah,
now.
that's a huge upgrade, by the way.
Yeah,
that
Anthony
that
frame
is-
in the back was a madness.
That was a
Yeah, that's
madness.
crazy.
That was
I
crazy.
couldn't
Yeah, why did
believe
you wait? Why did you have an
Crazy.
answer? Why did you have an
Someone gave it
framed
me.
Anthony?
What was worse, you saying Harry
That person
Beckenbauer
hates you. That person
or
hates
you
bro.
getting an Anthony memorabilia?
I got
Which
it as
one
a
was
gift.
worse?
I got it as a gift.
But which one is realistically said? Which
Wait.
one is worse, the Anthony
Wait.
one or Harry Beckenbauer?
Harry Beckenbauer, man, because come on, bro.
Nah,
This
that
is
actually-
like,
that
they're both
actually
very
is worse,
bad.
bro. Because we're talking about the best center back of all time. Or top three.
yeah, exactly. Best center back of all time.
Nah, yeah, the Harry Beckenbauer one was hilarious, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
like
Lockdown, I told you,
that's
man,
like
that-
top five. One of the top 5 moments. Like
I told him, man, that jab in it,
Bro.
man. That jab.
By the way,
That was
now say not by the way,
crazy.
say now that you have that number 18 jersey in the back, every time you watch Casemiro, just remember who used to wear
Just
that
remember.
number 18 jersey and look at the standards of who wears it now. Just remember that every time
You
look at
actually
that
don't
jersey-
deserve that. So you know what? You gotta give me that because you back Casemiro. Yet you have schools by. Send me that. I'm gonna send you my address after the show.
Aye,
You should not have
crazy.
that
No,
until Casemiro
by the way,
leaves.
did you hear Paul Scholes?
Who's in
when he
your,
was on
who
the
you
overlap?
got? Stop it. Show me your frames. Show me your frames. Who you got? In the
I
back?
don't have any players. This is Fergie and this is Van Persie when he got the walk of honor. I just do that to
Oh,
piss off
okay,
Arsenal
okay.
fans.
By
Yeah,
the way,
that's
did you
calm,
keep Paul
man.
Scholes' comments on the overlap? The guy, Paul Scholes don't want to watch this season.
Bro, he don't want to watch us, man. He kept real, man.
I told you, he saw Casemiro
What did
wear
he
his number.
say?
He said, "I got to give it up. I can't watch this team." no more."
Nah.
I kind of know.
no, Paul Scholes low key be
crazy.
talking a lot of shit on the internet. Like, it's like,
Bro,
Yeah,
remember
man.
last year? Remember last year when Kobe and Garnacho were wearing beanies in
Yeah,
training,
that
and
was
he's
over
like,
the
top.
Kobe's
Yeah.
like, take the beanies off.
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
you know,
Don't
get
take
out.
it-
I
They
hear
used
it.
to make fun of Arsenal for that. I don't know if you guys remember, but like back in 2007, they used to make fun of Arsenal because they used to wear the beanies and the not the ski mask, but the thing that was up to their nose.
Yeah, yeah.
They used to call them babies, basically. So,
But you know what it
this
is, yeah?
something they used to do when they used to
It's,
play.
You know, just
I think
between-
Paul
obviously-
Scholes. I think Paul Scholes only rates Manu and Bruno in this team. I want to lie. I think there's only 2 players he rates.
He did say
Yeah.
he's better than
I-
him, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
you
don't
only
rate
players he
him.
rates.
You said that he's better than Manu, or what?
No,
Oh,
he
he
said
said
Manu
that
is better
he
than
said
Manu.
Manu-
Oh,
he said Manu's
at
better
his
at
age,
that.
yeah.
Hey,
Paul,
To be fair,
Paul
he
Scholes-
did also say that
Nicky
Nicky Butt was
Butt.
better than
Yeah,
him.
he said Nicky Butt was better than him. Like, bro, Paul.
Bro, that's why
Paul-
when he said Jared was better than him, I'm like, bro, don't take it too
Bro, you're an
serious.
idiot.
He's just humble.
Yeah,
He'll say
bro.
everyone's
Yeah,
better than him.
Bro,
Say-
the Man United, the great Man United players of the 90s are their own worst enemy. Like, people actually think that Steven fucking Gerrard was better than Paul Scholes. Like, that is blasphemy.
Crazy.
Like, of
Criminal.
the highest order.
I promise
And
you,
it's
if you
because
ask
of them.
Paul Scholes and Casemiro better than him, he ain't saying Casemiro. I promise you that.
Nah, of
He
course
might,
not.
bro.
Of course not. He'll
He
back
might.
himself.
He said Nicky
Nah,
Butt
nah,
was
nah.
better.
Yeah, that's his boy.
Nah,
though.
it's crazy.
They grew up, bro,
Pesby is
they're
mad.
class of 92,
Nah,
bro.
but to be
That's
fair,
French.
Griggs,
That's French.
he was picking between all his boys. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
picked them
that's what
over
I'm saying.
Carrick too.
Yeah, because those are his boys. Like, he's obviously gonna say that about his boys and stuff like that. But like any other random midfielder, he's not gonna say he's better than him.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't
Gary
know.
Neville.
Paul-
Gary Neville.
I think he said
Gary
Lampard
Neville.
and Gerrard were better. He just,
Yeah, bro.
I don't think he gives a fuck, bro. He has nothing to prove.
Yeah, he doesn't care, bro. But he
Yeah,
is-
you know when you're him, you're like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, this guy's better than me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's
like it
England.
doesn't matter, yeah, because you know.
Yeah, he's better. Yeah.
What
I'll
are
make
what
an
are y'all
argument.
saying about tomorrow though? I'm
Before-
going in.
It's,
before-
it's
before we do
vibes,
that-
bro. It's
Yeah,
vibes,
do the
bro.
super chat. Do
Yeah.
the super chat.
Before we big up David Smith, I like the anti-article. He wants to improve, and at least he knows his intent and motivation, his ability, his performance for Chelsea proves it. That's his probably best performance. Him and that and Barcelona game. That's probably
Not
best-
outside the
Chelsea, I
assists
saw a
was
comp of
amazing,
his
man.
Chelsea performance yesterday. Whenever he goes
Yeah,
up against Cucurella,
Against Cucurella.
Yeah,
He
know
had
what
to
I mean?
lose that game, by the way.
Yeah, what's
That was
Pep
the
said
worst game ever.
about Man United and
Yeah.
Arsenal spending this summer? Many years they have done it, many years, but it's not news. It's just when when City spend money.
Pep hype, man.
Listen, I don't listen to Pep Guardiola's kind of like, you know,
No, Pep,
he's a troll.
They haven't
Pep is-
even cracked
Pep is
100
the-
mil.
yeah,
Like,
Pep
like he
is-
hasn't spent Grealish 100 million. Like, come on,
no,
man.
he's a troll. He's a troll. I think
He's
he
a
knows,
troll,
like,
bro. Like, just allow him a minute. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's a
bro.
troll.
He says
man.
what he says whatever he wants. Before every single derby, he talks about how great our team is only to wax a 6'3".
Bro,
6'2".
someone when they beat Chelsea and he said it was because of the pitch. I saw what they meant to do. Bro, I'd be more mad as a Chelsea fan by those comments than the loss. He's like, oh, I saw what Enzo meant to do. If it wasn't for the pitch, that would have happened. I'm like, bro, you're mocking it. You scored like 4 goals against them. Relax.
They're not ready for that. They're not. Chelsea fans aren't ready for that 5-0 punch about to get in the first match we're going to see.
Yeah, I forgot they played them next week.
Bro,
Chelsea plays City well though.
I think Chelsea will low
that's
win.
Poch though. That's Poch's Chelsea. That ain't Maresca's Chelsea. It's
not Maresca.
Pep does not like losing to his disciples. He's the master. He don't like losing to his disciples. He needs to make sure that he gets one over.
He won't have half his team there though. I think they're all not ready.
Next week.
He has Erling Haaland. That's all he needs.
They'll have Haaland. That's all they need.
By the way, it's confirmed Ederson is not leaving. So.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah, Fabrizio tweeted that the
the deal next summer. He could get them wages next summer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's not gone out here. He's only like what 31 is he, Ederson? So he's not old for a keeper. You know what I mean?
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, so I think for me it's one of them, man. But tomorrow, I can't lie. For me, it's just don't get beat convincingly and try to avoid injuries. That's the main.
We should, bro. With all their players out, I'm expecting to go in there and
isn't Foden out? Isn't Foden out?
Foden, Rodri, Stones, and someone else.
Bro, our center back playing tomorrow.
Bro, the chat is turning on.
But with Harry and Moss at left back, bro, Harry and Moss is not ready for Man City yet.
Who's gonna play on the right wing for them? Oscar Bob,
yeah.
Oscar Bob is gonna cook Amos, bro.
I'm about to say, you said, hey, I'm about to say, bro,
he's a baller,
he's a City player, bro.
But when I think about Amos, like he just went up against Salah, like.
Yeah, but
he held his own. Like Oscar Bob is a tricky player. He's a good player, but like,
I'm not gonna lie.
When did he get cooked?
He did not have a great.
Salah cooked him, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't think he
did. Salah cooked Collier. Collier tried to body Salah, and Salah
he didn't get cooked once.
Amos got the better hand.
That's what I'm
Literally,
saying.
one of the goals came from him.
But the worst thing for Amos is
he went to the byline and squared it to Curtis or something.
Amos' weakness is defensive positioning and awareness. City love to overload on the sides and do the cutbacks like that. Amos is not ready to handle those yet. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a worse matchup.
We need. Like I say, you need a big
but fullback. All I'm saying is City have 3 of their most important players out, and we have essentially a full squad. So I'm expecting
they don't take this game
seriously to come there and compete.
But do we have a full squad though?
Our squad is pretty strong, actually.
Our squad is pretty strong. We have our
most of the guys traveling.
Most of the guys. We have Bruno, Kobe, Licha.
The defense is the only place we're not full.
Rashford, Ahmad.
When you really think of like who's our best players missing, we don't have our best left back in Shaw.
We
don't have our best right center back in Euro, and that's pretty.
I think Sancho will start. I think Sancho will start.
It has to be Sancho, Rashford, and what's his name?
I think Bruno's starting full time tomorrow.
Hello, my guy's back.
I think it'll be Evans
I would rather Evans and Licha, to be honest.
I don't want to see
we're gonna need
30 minutes. That's what.
Who's gonna play then? Who's gonna play? Maguire? He can't play.
No, I agree. Should be Evans.
Evans versus Haaland. Yeah, never mind. Let's peak.
Haaland's in peak preseason form, bro. He had a full preseason, bro. It's close.
Hey, last time we needed Evans, he bodied Liverpool. So
I think Collier will start. I don't think Miner will start. I think Collier will start. I think it'll be the similar midfield. I think Bruno.
I don't want to see Mane start tomorrow. I think Mount starts.
No, I don't think
Mane like 30 minutes. I think that's it.
You think Bruno doesn't start?
I think Bruno plays full time tomorrow.
Bruno start. No.
Bruno start. I said Manu doesn't start.
Yeah, Mane doesn't start for me.
Yo, if you play Bruno false 9 instead of
if I'm Bruno false 9 instead of
Sancho, I would walk out that second. If Bruno walks in off of that
2 years in a row,
bro, I would be like,
why? No, bro, he just won an FA Cup with Bruno as a false 9.
Wait, Griggs. He came out last week.
That's not what I'm saying.
Ten Hag said last week that he is going to be going with this lineup for the beginning of the season. If he says that and then he does the same thing which he did last year, which is start the first game of the season and then get rid of Sancho in the false 9, that's 2 years running that he does the same thing to him. That's why he's saying I would walk out. I would understand why he walks out. I'd be like, bro, I don't blame you at this point. There's nothing you can do to play.
That'd be.
If he plays Mount in the 10 and Bruno Fernandes in the false 9, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm not even. That's not even. I'm not arguing about the quote unquote like tactics of it right now. I'm just saying from a Sancho perspective, that would be like, bro.
You gotta give it up.
I had a
not
great
like-
What do you
preseason.
mean? This is the big
What?
front
Great
runner. We used all
preseason?
preseason.
Yeah, he had a very good
Okay.
preseason.
He had
Okay,
a
Mount-
he didn't.
okay,
He had a fine
Mason
preseason.
Mount, okay, Mason
Very
Mount had a better
fine.
preseason. Mason Mount
You
had
don't think he had a very good
than
preseason?
Sancho.
No,
But
I
Mason
don't.
Mount,
He was
Mason Mount had a
solid.
better
He was
preseason than
okay.
Sancho.
It was fine.
He-
It was
Griggs-
literally fine.
Nah, man. Mason Mount did shit, man. He didn't do nothing, man.
Wait, hold on, Greg.
What?
Mason
No,
Mount.
Mason
Mount had the best
Yeah, but
preseason
Saeed
anyone besides
still on
Salah.
He had
bullshit,
one good
bro.
game. He had one good game against. I'd probably say.
What are you guys
Arsenal.
talking about? What are you guys talking
Arsenal.
about?
Oh, wait. Why are you saying you guys?
CK,
Why are you
stand
saying
up,
you
man,
guys about
stand
this
up.
topic? Why are you saying you guys about this
Wait,
topic?
why don't you put Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno?
Saeed. This is a
By the way,
very
these
fair
are all
question.
our players. By the way.
Who had a better
I don't know why we're doing
preseason,
this.
Sancho or Mason Mount? Who had a better preseason, Sancho or Mason Mount?
Mount, easy. What?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think Sancho was playing.
All right,
playing
all
well.
right.
Oh
calm-
my
safe,
God,
safe,
bro.
yo.
Just stop.
No, it's true
Safe.
though, man. It's true.
No, it's
Safe,
I'm not
bro.
saying he's had
Safe.
the thing is though, I'm not saying he's that. They both had a good preseason. I don't know why we're doing one versus the other. Why we do one versus the other?
No, because
They're
we're talking about who's
fighting-
gonna
they're
start.
Tactics.
fighting
I don't
for
get
that.
These are
why-
deceptive
why
tactics.
didn't we
What
come one or the
standout
other?
performance did Sancho have in preseason?
So you're saying to me now, you're gonna play Bruno Fernandes false 9.
I'm asking you
think-
what
No,
standout
I said
performance
Ten Hag
Sancho
might
had in
do that.
preseason.
I said Ten Hag
Sancho,
might do
Real
that
Betis,
tomorrow.
he was brilliant. Real Betis.
Okay.
I was gonna say Real Betis was very, very good.
Real
Mason Mount
Betis, he
against
was
Arsenal
very,
was
very
better.
good.
Okay,
Come on,
Mason
Were
Mount-
they- were they
You asked the
press
question and we
against
answered
them?
it.
Against them Rangers.
You asked
they
the
didn't
question and we
press?
answered it. You asked the question and we answered
Okay,
it.
Mason Mount played well, and Mason Mount played better than Sancho in every single
I'm
game.
not saying he did. I'm just saying Mason Mount. Yeah, he's had a few good games. Don't get me wrong here, but I've not even done the against each other. I genuinely haven't. I don't know why we're doing
No,
that.
but for example,
I
in
actually
this
think
spot-
that
in
both of
this
them are gonna
area,
play,
they're-
guys.
They're fighting.
Yeah, why are we doing this Mason versus Sancho thing? They're like they're not.
Yeah,
competing
I
with each
genuinely
other.
I don't know. I don't know how.
No,
No,
It's
because
crazy.
they're trying to see like who Bruno comes in for. I actually think I don't know why I forgot him.
Sancho
But I
because
think-
Sancho's a false 9.
I think Mount will start
I
instead of
literally
Collier.
said Sancho starts with false 9.
Okay,
No, but I think
fair
he's
enough.
going to start ahead of Collier
yeah,
because
yeah,
that
yeah.
was
Against
Griggs'
Staffy, you're
question.
right.
Like,
I don't
why
know
would
why Collier
basically
started.
Mount make way to Bruno and not Sancho? I actually think it might be Mount and Bruno.
Bro, there's no way he's going up against Man City with the Mount Casemiro pivot. That's not happening.
Bro, he did that last year. Remember, he started the season like that.
Not
Okay.
against Man City. We did not go
Yeah,
up
but
against Man City in preseason.
Griggs,
last
this
year.
is not what I would do. I'm just telling you, like, if I'm
No,
Ten
I'm talking
Hag,
about
what
no,
is he
I'm talking
doing?
about- We're talking about Ten Hag that parks the bus against Man City every single time since he got whooped 6-2 by them. He's not
Yeah.
going to play a Mason Mount Casemiro pivot.
Yeah,
against Man
but you
City.
can also argue how much is he going to trust Collier against Man City. So
He'll
this is
trust
not
him off
actually the worst
ball.
thing in the world.
He'll rate him off the ball more than he
No,
will.
no, there's
Yeah,
literally
but
no chance
Mason
Collier
Mount off the
starts.
ball
No
running
chance.
against City, he will do
That's
a
why
lot
I
of
said.
work.
That's why I said Mason Mount in the 10 and Bruno false 9 because he'll rate Bruno and Mount's legs over Sancho and Bruno's legs. That's why.
I mean,
said
I
that.
think
But we
ideally
have-
in a game that we're not going to have a lot of the ball, what you're saying is not wrong. I'm just saying I think he will find a way to do that. Because playing, by the way, Bruno in the 10 and Sancho in the false 9, I think that's very good because they could both interchange. Because when Sancho drops to pick up the ball and Bruno makes those runs in behind or the other way around, they both actually complement each other. It's just the
Yeah.
issue is that midfielder that goes next to Casemiro. So that's a real issue that we should be talking about. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually do think he's going to start Mount. I think he's going to look at the amount of running that he's going to do. He's going to be like, you know what, I'm going to put him in the midfield.
He will. He probably will.
Yeah,
But
I
then
think he's going
that
to
means-
put him in.
that means then he's more likely to start the season.
Because he thinks he can put Ugarte in that position. So why wouldn't you put Mount? Both of them, they're known for their pressing. So he's going to put him there to press.
You know what it is?
I think Mount will play for sure, just based on because I think he's going to give precedent to the people that were in preseason who have been playing in that squad, like kind of keep that
So,
cohesion.
put your
Obviously,
hands up,
introduce him.
No,
Me
and another
Timmy
thing,
think-
Sika, I've noticed that in preseason, a few times he would make changes and he moves Mount around. Like he'll have him in the middle, he'll have him on
I ain't
the
gonna lie
left,
to
have
you.
him on the right. And I think he trusts to have him on the pitch, just like when he wants to make changes. I could just use you as a utility player and put you in that position. If he wants to bring out Sancho as an example, because he likes to bring out Sancho early, he'll bring off Sancho, move someone around in the middle, and then, like as an example, put Mount on the right or on the left.
What if he goes
Something
with
like
this?
that.
What if he goes with the preseason tour kind of team? You know what I mean?
Nah, he's definitely
There's no way.
playing tomorrow, bro. Let's be
There's no
honest.
way Bruno's not playing tomorrow. There's no way.
Bro, listen.
I wouldn't say
Bro,
to be
he's
honest.
not.
Wait,
he's
wait,
not
wait.
playing.
Just
He's
a
not going into
question.
Wembley without his
Has Ten Hag ever started Mount in a pivot? Like when
Yes.
defending in a pivot?
Tottenham.
No,
Tottenham.
no, not when defending.
No. But we defended in a 4-1, like a single pivot. It was like 3-man midfield.
You're saying Mount in a single pivot?
No. As in, I think it was Casemiro single pivot and then Mount Bruno as the 2 8s. Has he?
But Mount
Because
was-
we have a 4-4-2
Sorry,
press. So is he gonna press with Mount in a pivot? I
Yeah, that's
doubt
a
it.
great point. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a fair point. But I don't know what the ins and outs, the intricacies, and you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know what it is, but at the same time, like I said to you, for me, bro, I look at it. For
Someone
me,
said in
Sancho-
the comments, Scott is playing at the end. Let's be serious.
No,
I wouldn't be
but-
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if McTominay. I would not be surprised
that
if
might be
all
the
McTominay
Yeah,
in this team, bro.
That Bruno full sign Scott McTominay 10.
I would not be surprised.
Saeed, if
Yeah,
that happens, you need to invite Fa on the debate show next Friday. He just earned his spot. Like he has to be here.
Man, I forgot. I genuinely forgot about McTominay.
No.
Why do you remind me? He's a United player.
He
still,
won't
man.
play. He won't play McTominay
That's
deep.
not where McTominay will play, by the way.
Yeah, he won't. He's taking Mount's position. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Bro,
then-
every time he played in preseason, he looked like he was playing a 4-4-2. And I'm like, why is he so up the pitch? Aren't you a midfielder? Like, why are you next to the striker?
He only plays advanced now, which is fine.
He's so
be
advanced
honest,
on the
like,
pitch. It's
that's-
insane, bro.
That's the only place that he should play.
Oh, this midfield is mad. Oh, this is what we've got.
That
to do.
midfield's haram.
Man, bro.
That's so bad, bro.
Absolute haram.
That's so bad, bro.
We are finished, you know, man.
The only thing that can make it worse is if you put Ericsson.
Even the
instead
back
of-
line is a bit spooky and that.
I forgot we still have Ericsson.
Put Ericsson next to
See,
Collier.
yo,
That is the most haram
No,
midfield.
if you
in
put
the
Anthony
Premier
left back, if you put Anthony left back, that lineup changes everything. I'm not gonna lie.
Griggs really
That
was.
was a madness.
I want to see Anthony left back, bro. I feel like there's something there for him. I promise.
He
you.
doesn't.
2024.
Griggs, he doesn't like to stay wide. When are you gonna understand that about him? Like as a left back, he'll never stay
Nah,
wide.
yo, we'll drill in. Yo, someone
He
will drill
hates the
into him.
touchline, bro.
Don't
He's
you worry.
allergic. Do you not see the way he runs? When he's on the right wing, he always does that stupid ball roll so he can face
Yeah,
the pitch.
because
He just doesn't like
he
to
can
run.
because he can cut in. If you put him on the
No,
left, he can't
see,
cut
you're
in.
laughing, but he hates being parallel to the line.
Bro,
He just doesn't do it.
But listen, if you put him on the left, he can't cut in. So, because otherwise he'll go out of bounds. So you have to put him.
Like he knows I'm sprinting, bro. Like the guy's allergic to the touchline, bro. He's never gonna be a left back.
That's why you put him at left back because he can't do inverted shit on the left because he'll run out of bounds. So he has to keep the touchline. He has no other choice.
We are talking about a fucking 80 million pound player right now. I just want us to remember this. Like this guy costed us 80 million pounds, and we're debating if he should be starting at left back over Harry Amos. What the fuck?
God, dude.
Griggs is trying to
Anthony is
teach
such
our
an
80 million winger how to
bro.
play left back.
Bro, this shit
Watch
is
this, bro.
disgusting.
I promise you, watch the tape.
Nah,
What
I
the-
see the vision though. I'm not even lying. I see the vision.
No, funny enough.
By the way,
No,
no.
funny enough.
Yo,
Anthony's
Anthony's
He's
first
actually
assist
great.
at
He's
United-
great in
yo,
duels. I'm not
By
gonna
the
lie.
way,
He's great.
Anthony's first assist at United, actually no, his first big chance created for United came from the left-hand side.
Which one? What's that game?
What game was that?
Arsenal?
Against Betis in the Europa League like 2 years ago. That was his first big chance created for United. By the way, it took him
That-
seven,
you remember
seven
that?
months. It took him 7 months, and I remember that because I said Anthony left wing vision. I told you, bro.
He'll never play on the left, bro. He hates it.
Bro, this guy is our version of Nicolas Pepe, bro. It's actually crazy.
Bro, nah, respect Pepe, man.
Respect Pepe. I'm not like
Respect Pepe, man. I can't lie, man. Pepe did his thing, man.
I
You
said,
know?
him to
I
that
said, I know, I said, I said, I said
Arteta.
our version. I said our version.
Bro, this is
okay,
what would have
okay.
happened 10 years ago if tacticals exist for Gabriel Obertan. This is the kind of coping move we started using for him. We have to babysit Anthony. He has to play left back. He can't do anything else. He can't be right winger.
Griggs is so serious about it. It's scary. Like he really wants it to happen.
You think I'm joking?
Like he probably emailed United by now. Like, hey, can I get in
Bro,
contact with the head
Bro,
manager?
I clocked Anthony as a central / left winger from the moment I saw him because I'm like, this guy only plays good in central spaces or on the left. Because if you put him on the right, he's gonna cut in and shoot like he's Robin, and he can't do that. So you have to limit the amount of chances you make him to cut in. Because the moment he cuts in, his brain is fried that he only sees one thing: that top left corner, and I have to shoot. He has like that little devil on his shoulder that says, "I have to shoot. I have to shoot."
But he
He's
always
real.
leans back. He leans back so much that
And then he
it's just blasting over.
Did you guys see that video? Did you guys see that video of Roberto Carlos and Neymar in the stands reacting to him? It's been all over TikTok.
Bro. Okay, he was playing. So he was doing a challenge with Angry Ginge and Dallo, and it was a shooting.
Oh, this guy! Look at this guy, man. Go on,
It
go
was
on.
a shooting
I saw
challenge.
that, I
The
saw
guy
that.
missed every single one. Missed every
They were aiming for the
Harry
top bins
Pinero
and he missed
and
all of them.
Angry Ginger had a
Dalot is
better
the only
shooting
one that made
challenge
one.
than him.
I saw that.
Ah, it's bad, man.
Dude,
It's
He's
bad,
such
man.
an anti-footballer, man.
That
Bro,
is crazy,
Down
bro.
here.
Ten
It's
Hag
coming down
needs to
here.
get honestly. Ten Hag needs to go for that signing. Honestly, that signing alone.
Bro, but that's
You know
fine.
this morning,
I mean,
bro,
this is why. You know what you say?
Yo, when I saw Pedro Neto price, I said, yo, enough jobs were not lost when we signed because of what we signed. I'm not lying, bro. So more people have to lose their jobs. That
No,
was a
absolutely.
very sackable.
I know.
Bro, that is.
Well, that's why they Ineos are hesitant to kind of make knee-jerk signings and rush to these signings.
No, they're doing the right thing. They're doing the right thing because
Yeah.
I'm so confident. Like all the prices that we're getting right now are just absurdly inflated, and they're just like we're not gonna budge, which is why things are going slow. You feel me? But I think that's the right thing to do. You have to they have to kind of reset the market. You feel me? They kind of have to reset the way things were because we've been getting shit on for 10 plus years, and now they have to kind of slowly but surely get the respect back in terms of the politics, the business side of things. You feel me? So
Man.
yeah,
Like,
it's
you know how bad that is? It's so true, you know, what you just said there, bro. Like you have to like almost get like the respect back, bro.
yeah, they have to get the respect back because we were a joke, bro. Like if you wanted to sell a player at a bad price, at an overinflated price, bro, just go to Man United, bro. We bought Højlund injured, like for 70 mil. Like that, and that's not even a talent thing. That's just like that should, as a principle, just not be a thing. You feel me? Like it has nothing to do with Højlund so much as sort of like that's just the type of business we did. You feel me? So this is just they have to get a lot of things recorrected. You feel me? A lot of things.
By the way, we signed Anthony and Højlund combined with 150 mil.
Yes,
right.
Bro, we could buy a whole squad. Bro, we could buy a whole squad for those players.
Solanke and Neto just went for 120 mil.
Bro.
Who?
Solanke and Neto, and they're way better players, and they're both way better players.
I know. And Anthony went for 100.
Bro, it's crazy. Solanke's way better than.
I'm not even trying to I'm not. I still rate Højlund, but I've always said I don't like buying young strikers unless they're the ready-made thing.
Yeah, of course.
Because you have to wait for that potential. Bro, there is no guarantee Højlund's as good as Solanke in 6 years. There's probably won't be anyway. But
yeah,
I think the way he insisted with Anthony was crazy. Like if you guys remember, the fact that he insisted with him for 2 months to pay that amount of money for him. That's what makes it crazy.
We paid 4 times our scout's valuation.
You know what? You know what's mad here? You guys here, like, do you believe that the fan base will judge Xerxes too much because like he hasn't got like a system?
I do.
Remember about Bologna, he was having the midfield was set. He had a good Thiago Motta. He had a very, very good manager. I just worry that the fan base are gonna be so harsh on him. Listen, forget the rivals. I was gonna say what they want, but the guy, when the Bologna fans are speaking to me, he goes, "Yo, you've got to give him the first month to kind of just do what he's got to do, etc., and then kind of, you know what I mean, like settle in."
Saeed's gonna get the Marcel treatment. They're already they're bitching about him after saying I'm a 9.5 instead of saying I'm a 9 and a 10. How could that upset you that much?
Yeah,
a grown man and that pisses you off like
earlier.
Xerxes.
It was like
I know when Xerxes scored his first
goal droughts or something. With Xerxes.
Liverpool.
Xerxes
a
couple goal droughts.
This bomb's I can't hear you. I don't know if you're talking.
Yeah, you're a bit low. Is this?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go on, but a little bit low, but go on.
There was a thing with Xerxes that he had multiple goal droughts in Serie A, but his general performance levels, like even when he was not scoring, was like really high because like he was literally running everything for the team in that attack.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna get that level of freedom, but I think with he had a 10 with him, a Ferguson guy who played and like kind of crashed the box so he could attack. I think he's gonna facilitate and improve Rashford and Bruno a lot in those spaces. So we're gonna see like general team play improvements consistently across the board. Because like I 100%. Genuinely like from watching a lot of him, I think he's already the best technician at the club already.
You call him Benzema, did you? You call him Benzema, innit?
No, but he's really smart. Like the box stuff, it's not there with him, but he's a great finisher. He's really good, like getting his touch and getting his shot off. But he's not as like I don't know, aggressive or like instinctive with his movement. But outside of that, though, he's really intelligent. He creates chances at a really high level. Good playmaker. But just it's a training you got as such.
You're
trust.
You're 1,000% right, Zespons, but I think those type of players don't get appreciated at Manchester United. I really don't. Like I think people who like just generally who like it's. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Finish your point. No, I was saying.
No, I was gonna.
Go Go ahead. Go finish your point. Then I'll go.
My bad. I was gonna say I like link players who maybe take less risk, quote unquote. Obviously, he's a chance creator, but it's again, fans want to see if this is my quote unquote my striker, quote unquote my number 9. They want to see. Like I just saw a comment that said, "Oh, Højlund scored 16 goals over 10 goals last season." Solanke just did that last year. Like, what does that have to do with who's a better player? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's just. I don't think fans necessarily appreciate those type of players in general, especially when the team is struggling, which I think we will struggle. You feel me? Like when your team is struggling and your striker is not necessarily, giving you GA, they're gonna call out like the natural instinct of a fan is to say, "What's wrong with that striker? That striker must not be good enough."
No, when he doesn't run aimlessly, oh my god, I can't wait for that.
By the way,
he doesn't press. I can't wait for that.
By the way, a striker should be getting GA. Like it doesn't have to be over.
That's not what I thought. Wait, that's not what
I like. But even with Xerxes, like, as long, which I think the fact will help him is that he'll facilitate Rashford a lot. So as long as Rashford's scoring the goals, a lot of the pressure will be off him anyway because Rashford's the main focus on that attack right now. Everyone's primary focus on the player they're focusing on is Marcus Rashford, especially after the season that he had. Everyone's trying to see what kind of form we're going to get from Marcus Rashford. So from Xerxes, that's a good perspective that he'll lose a little bit of the pressure on him. But bro, all he has to do is just as long as we're winning and he looks good, the pressure will be off him. And
can he do the difference? Do you reckon? Obviously, I'm not looking at him, but do you reckon because we're scoring literally? What's the average of goal score? Is it 0.5 or 1.5? What do you reckon our average is?
Goals per game.
Goals per game.
Well, we scored 58 in a 38-game season, so it's less.
So what's that?
So it's less.
We scored 57, 21, 22, 58.
We scored 58
and 57 again.
Yeah.
So
I think.
Let me ask you something, Saeed.
It's about 1.
Let me ask you something. If he scores 15 goals a season, is that a good return or not?
That's a good return.
Yeah,
very good return.
I don't think you don't measure Xerxes on just
goals.
No, but I'll tell you why. I have a point to it.
Point.
If he scored 15 in his best season, would everyone say that's a good return? Like just 15 goals?
Yeah.
All right. The reason I'm saying
how many assists
all around play?
I don't know. I didn't think about
wasn't
assists,
a GA farmer
just assuming
either.
there's assists with it. Yeah. The reason I'm saying that is because I link him more to Firmino. And Firmino's highest ever goal scoring season was 15 goals in the league. And obviously what helped him is that he had Salah and Mane next to him scoring 30 and 20 plus. So obviously that plays a part. But when I'm relating him to profiles, that is the closest you get. We all pretty much here, I'm assuming most Premier League friends, rate Firmino very highly. If Firmino with that type of profile can only score up to 15, that's the expectation that we should be setting. Because that is a similar profile.
I'll say it is, but I give Firmino the benefit. Firmino was not always a false 9. He started off as a 10. Xerxes is a striker. He started his career as a striker. He's been a striker his whole life. So I expect him to have a little bit more of a goal. Bro,
yeah, why does that matter?
If we have
because Firmino was not a better goal scorer than Xerxes. Like Xerxes, I expect to be a better goal scorer than Firmino because he has more natural striker instincts than Firmino. So I expect
but even as a 10, I'm sorry, that is striker instincts. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's not.
That's why most.
No.
Like you look at Bruno, bro. You don't think Bruno has scoring instincts?
Bruno's not a 10 though. I've never said Bruno. I've never classified Bruno as a 10 in my whole life.
And what is
Bruno?
False 9, man. Bruno.
I don't know what he is, but he's not a 10. The number 10 I think about is Mesut Ozil. Like when I talk about the platform number 10, and I never expect Ozil to be a 15 goal per season guy. Xerxes is a striker. He's not your traditional striker. That's why he says he's a 9.5. A lot. Van Persie, by the way, said he's a 9.5 as well when he talked about himself. Van Persie's like, I'm a 9.5. When he met up with Wayne Rooney, he's like, Wayne Rooney's a 9.5. Because people talk about Xerxes' 9.5 comments. The greatest player that ever played for our football club in the modern era, Wayne Rooney, was not a striker. He was a 9.5. Because he was not a striker, he was not a 10. He was an in-between. He was just a football.
That's partially not true. I'll tell you why that's partially not true. Rooney did play a lot of seasons as a striker. He got sick of it. He didn't want to play as a striker.
I'm saying, but
as a striker, as a 9, he had it all. He just didn't want to do it. He wanted to be involved.
I'm trying. Rooney's natural feeling for the game was never as a striker or a 10. He was kind of in between that in that area of the field. That's what Xerxes is as well. His main goal.
Griggs, like you're right. He at Anderlecht, the way that he played, he played like a 9. He made runs like a 9. He scored like a 9. He has the ability to do that. And I have no doubt if our training staff is actually as decent as it's being hyped up to be, with Ruud and the improvements that we see, he will score a goal. It's not gonna be just farming assists. I have confidence that he will score goals.
Yeah,
But if he doesn't score
expect him to
goals,
hit
if he
double
doesn't
digits.
just like, if he doesn't like hit the ground running, score goals, like my thing last year was like, so many people's thing with Højlund was like, okay, when he's not scoring, like, what does he provide the team?
What is he
Like,
offering?
yada
Yeah.
yada yada.
Whereas
So,
Xerxes
so
can.
now if Xerxes provides something to the team and links up and does all the things that we know he can do, but he doesn't score goals, I don't want to hear, oh, but he's not scoring goals.
You
Because
won't
last
hear that
time
from
with
me.
Højlund,
You won't.
he's not scoring.
Yeah. But I think the fan base is kind of split on Højlund. You know what I'm saying? Like I really feel like there's people like me who don't necessarily rate him too much, but I think there's a lot of people like you, Cole, who like really rate him. So I think there's gonna be a fan like split on, you know, who should be the regular starter and all that. Like it will be a debate, even though I don't think
I think it's perfect though. They're like two
That's not
perfect
bad.
profiles, and like
yeah, competition is not bad. Competition that's a good thing. If Højlund can push Xerxes in any way or vice versa, that's a good thing. That's not an argument.
If I had to predict Xerxes' season, if he's a starting striker for most of the season, I expect around 12 prem goals and about 6 assists. That's my expectation.
Yeah, I said about 12 to 15. If he gets anything around that, I'll be okay with it.
That's humble.
I'm just looking at the overall play. I genuinely believe our wingers and everyone playing around him will chip him goals. I'm actually expecting a monster season from Ahmad. I really do. I think he's going to surprise us the most.
I expect 12 to 15. I expect, let's say Xerxes gets 12, right? Marcus Rashford better get over 15. Like, he better get over 15. I'm not even joking. Like, I expect minimum 15. And that's being me kind of.
Wait, 15? All comps? All comps?
No. In the Prem. In the
league.
No. 15 in the Prem. Forget about all comps.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
I don't know who's starting. I don't know who's starting in the Europa League because I think Højlund's going to start Europa League over Xerxes. So
We got.
I expect
feel
Ahmad
about
to
what
get double
Ten Hag's
digits.
doing with him though. Like,
With who?
do you like what he's making him do on the touchline in the preseason? He was really good, but like, I feel like he can be a lot better.
Who, Ahmad?
I mean, Ahmad?
You're talking about Ahmad or Rashford?
Oh,
Like,
Rashford.
Oh yeah,
I feel like the team is in
the last game.
like,
the
the
last
team
game
is
he had to-
inefficient
you gotta-
when they're
but
relying on
we gotta-
Rashford to like run aside. Like, he was good and he probably
you
had two
gotta-
of the best
Z.
games of any player, but it wasn't like he can be a lot better when
You
he's
gotta
allowed to
remember
attack the
that.
box.
You got to remember that playing with Amos is a lot different than playing with Luke Shaw. Amos was used a lot inverting into the pivot, whereas Luke Shaw is probably going to be overlapping a lot, which allows Rashford to come inside. So I don't think when he's playing with Shaw, and we've seen that connection work so well, like he's going to be drifting a lot more inside. He's going to be a lot closer
His
to
best
goal.
relationship was with him.
Shaw will be holding the holding the width, and Dallo will be the one inverting from the right hand side because Amos was the one inverting from the left, which kind of left him super isolated and having to hold the width. That's just my opinion.
100%. So before we round this up, big up Mandy says prediction for tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna go 2-1 United. 2-1 United.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win. Honestly, I think I'd say it all depends. Like I was gonna say 3-1 or 3-2, but Haaland could easily just like have a madness and then things change.
I'm gonna say 2-2. We win on penalties.
There's no extra time, by the way, which is good. Come on.
Yeah, that's good. That's
great.
good. Yeah.
Honestly, the most important thing, we could lose 3-0. No injuries, please.
No injuries. Facts.
Yeah,
no
bro.
injuries.
You know what I mean?
I can't believe, by the way, they have us playing the Friday after. That is so nasty by the Premier League.
Bro, we always do. We are the biggest club in the world, man. You think Man City are bigger than us? Arsenal not bigger than us. Liverpool are not bigger than us. We are the biggest.
No, when's the last time we had the opening kickoff of the season? It's been a while. We haven't.
We had it last season.
Then we have it last season.
We had Monday. We had Monday. We had the last game.
We had the last game.
The last game.
Sorry. Right. No, we had it a couple of years ago, I think. No, but not at home as well. Yeah. But bro, we're the biggest club in the world. They want us to kick us off. And this is where I'm worried more about Liverpool.
Spooky first game under the lights.
Bro, you've been watching Fulham in pre-season. They play some good football, you know.
Rashford brace, bro.
Smith
Rowe hype, but like it's still kind of spooky.
It is spooky, man. You know what I mean?
Of course, it's spooky because we literally do not know what is going to happen. That like there's no
last season we were all feeling confident, we were feeling good,
and then we got
on the craziest disaster.
You know what it is though? I feel like with United, yeah, they can't go on a run, man. This is the problem, man. I don't think United can go on a run more than 3
can
games.
we put 4 games or 5 games on the spin in the league? Can we do that?
Nah, bro.
I
Because
don't
there's
think so.
always
Bro,
one game.
I saw it. I saw it
Southampton
last
away.
year. That we were asked. We could definitely do it this year.
Sorry?
I just want to be entertained.
I
Man.
saw us win like 5 games in a row last year when we were absolutely.
Yeah, but what were the games on? Tell me, like, how did we win them?
We beat-
Villa.
Oh no! You said can we go on a run? You didn't say how well we played them. That's 2 different things.
No, I feel like for me, it's got to be more swagger though.
If we stay healthy, we can.
Yeah, maybe I'm being a bit too pessimistic with the.
If there's no injuries and we have a solid front 3.
If you're 5 in a row, that
14
means you're on the top. You know, you're in the. You know what I'm saying?
I see a nice little 4-game run here in November. Chelsea at home, Leicester at home.
Our opening schedule is a little rough, though. I can't lie. We play Liverpool,
Let me actually
Brighton.
let's actually. Obviously, we'll have a preview next week. Yeah, but
Brighton-
I want. Hey, listen. I
We
want
play Liverpool,
object.
then Brighton, then someone else.
Brighton
I
early.
want
kickoff,
objectivity. I want objectivity when we look at this list
Of
because
course.
Brighton we're losing 2-0.
Have we even beat Brighton ever?
Bro, let's just pencil that.
Why do we
like
play
that.
Brighton every first or second game of the season?
And they bop us off the park.
The last time I think we beat them is when we scored that game, that game winner after full time. Remember that VAR
them.
that we
Yeah,
took
yeah.
the
We beat them
penalty
last
after
time.
that?
No way.
That's
Bro,
the last
we
time I
just beat-
remember.
The Rashford goal was that?
Bro, we just beat them last game of the season. What are you guys talking about?
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
that-
But see, it was so meaningless that I don't
that's like-
remember it. Yeah, they were on the beach, bro.
There
That
were
was the
million
deserved
injuries.
audition. He failed.
Bro, Matt's Viper masterclass. Oh my god, I'm just.
Now that game's spooky. But to be fair, we got a good record over there, man. Got a decent record now.
He's gonna bop us off the park, bro.
So Fulham, Brighton, Man United, Liverpool, bro. Aye, Southampton away, Crystal Palace.
Chelsea winner.
Aye, Tottenham. Aye, no.
Yeah, it's peak. I'm telling you.
Wait, which game will Saeed be outside the stadium saying I've had enough, man?
I've
Can
had
we
enough,
make a
man.
prediction?
I've
Which
had enough.
one?
Don't gaslight
Everyone
me
make a
about this
prediction.
football team.
No,
Don't
no.
gaslight me
No,
about this
no,
game.
no.
I
By
said
now-
Everyone.
Can I promise
we
you
lose-
something though?
If we
You
lose
will not
Liverpool
say
at
me
home,
say
Tyson,
Ten Hag out. You will not promise me here me say Ten Hag out.
what if we lose?
I'm done with saying that word.
Liverpool? No.
Bro, I'm telling you, I go every day, bro. I just don't say it because it should be common knowledge.
But I'm telling you, like, I've had enough. You know what I mean? Please get me out of my misery. That's my.
Yeah,
kind
you'll
of-
say it in the
Okay,
Spurs
I'm
game.
gonna. We have that on stream, by the way. So this is
Yeah,
recorded.
yeah.
You know,
That's
you know
my
it's
that's
recorded.
my motto
Clip
this
this,
season.
clip
Fans,
this one up.
clip him. Everyone in the
Yeah,
chat right now, clip him.
Clip me. That's my motto this season.
I'm
I've
telling
had
you
enough.
guys right now,
Oh,
September
they got-
29th, Saeed will be standing outside Old Trafford on a rainy night and saying, I've had enough, man.
Hey,
I'm telling you, he's going to be doing that.
Bro,
wait,
it's
go
no
up, Saeed.
rest, though, you
Saeed,
know. I've
Saeed,
noticed.
go up.
Bro,
Go
where's
up.
the rest?
Bro,
We
what
have-
where's all these
Let's
early
go down.
kickoffs?
Wait.
Oh my
Just
god.
wait, chill, Saeed, chill.
Wait,
Do
slow
like
down,
the
slow
first,
down,
like,
slow down.
6 games.
Yeah,
Do like the
yeah.
first 6 games, because that
Bro,
first run is crazy.
Bro,
Fulham,
but look at this,
Brighton,
though.
Liverpool,
Look at this, though.
Southampton,
Southampton.
Palace, Tottenham back to back, then Villa. That's peak.
Bro, West Ham, Chelsea. Okay, Ipswich away. Then it's like
Yeah, so
It gets a little easier, but
December.
Arsenal away and City away 2 out of 3 games.
Man, I can't lie to you guys, man.
that
this
first
is-
6
wait.
games.
When's the Arsenal and City games? Let me see that.
So Arsenal-
3rd and 14th.
Nah, go
City-
down,
Go
go
down,
down, go
Saeed.
down, go down, go
Down.
down. Okay. On
Yeah,
December
also
3rd,
3rd of
December
December.
14th.
Hey, I might need to pull up to the yard for that.
Come,
City
man.
United one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Now,
well,
but
actually, no. Actually, no. Last time I came, I went to that derby and we got.
Yo, Wolves
We got
away Boxing Day
abused.
again.
Yo, I can't lie to you guys. This is this is
That
spooky.
first 6 games is crazy. Fulham, Brighton, Liverpool, Southampton. Okay, Crystal Palace,
Bro, we're scared
Villa?
of Fulham on the opening day. And people still
Crystal
ask
Palace,
why I don't
Tottenham,
like that.
Villa?
Come on, bro.
Crystal Palace,
Nah,
Tottenham, Villa.
We're
Man.
beating Fulham. We're beating Fulham.
This is
Yeah, we're
you know
being
what, to be
Fulham.
fair, this might be on a day where they play Champions League, so we might be okay. You know,
Yeah,
with the
we're in
Villa.
Europa League. We have Europa League though. Don't forget that.
Yeah, we have Europa. Oh
Bro,
shit,
do you
yeah.
see the way we're talking about this club? Oh my god.
Z, we're
Bro,
scared of
hey,
Fulham, bro.
We're
Like, this is
proud
how
that
far we've
teams
fallen.
are
Bro.
off
Finished.
form
Nah,
and
I feel like-
injured
I feel like
because of the UCL. This is
If
so
we
finished.
sad.
I feel like if we
This
start
is our
over,
reality, bro.
a
This
lot-
is just
a
the
lot of
reality.
people
of
don't
it.
know.
Back in the day, younger stuff, you never got scared of Fulham. Oh,
Bro.
Bobby Zamora, pull up. We got Vidic. We're not worried, bro.
Hey,
Whoever,
if I'm being
whoever else
real,
they had, pull up.
if I'm being real, I've only stopped being delusional maybe like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like I was still like early 20s. Me was still very delusional. Like I would think anything's like
I'm not gonna lie, bro. We started doing this Ten Hag's first season. We all got worried before the season. We got bought first season.
I got carried away in his. I love Ten Hag so much in his first season.
Bro,
That guy sold me a dream, bro. That's why I hate him even more now. I hate when I show affection to anyone, and then they do me dirty. He did me dirty, bro. That's why I hate him more.
Why are you trauma dumping on us right now?
So traumatized.
Bro, if we start the season well, we'll be fine. We just got the season well. So we
Did you not see our first 6 games?
If the first time I see like Xerxes,
wait. Let's do a point exercise. My bad, Z. My bad, Z. Go ahead.
Bro, that Xerxes winner at Old Trafford against Liverpool, we will be there.
Oh my god, bro! I might like declare my love for Ten Hag.
When Martin Tyler starts gassing up Xerxes like he did Martial with the
oh my god,
bro, we will be there.
Welcome
I'm getting hot and sweaty, man. Oh my god.
That's the thing, bro. Those early that early Liverpool game is so dangerous at home as well. It's a must win. It's a must win.
That's a good time. I will be honest. It's a good time to face him because I want to face them when Slot Bowl is still like a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Bro, Van Dijk versus Mainu mismatch, bro. He never beaten him. It's light work. Talk soon, bro. Van Dijk don't know how to beat Mainu.
Well, honestly, funny enough, I think the Liverpool match is actually the one that I'm like, I'm not as worried.
I'm not worried about.
I'm not as worried about that. Like, it sounds crazy. Like,
if we have our back line, it will be good.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like Liverpool is that has nothing to do with tactics.
Oh, you remember 2 years ago when they pulled up to Old Trafford and Leach tackled Salah right away, bro? They're not ready.
Yeah, bro. And gave him a little.
Who scored that day? Who scored that day?
Yeah, I need to end the stream.
There you go.
Oh, yo, when Ahmad does the same goal that Sancho did when he sits down someone, bro, we will be there.
Wait, let's first of all, we're pro Ahmad. We're pro Ahmad here.
All right, bro. Fuck it. We're winning the league. Fuck it.
Yo, if we lose tomorrow, don't forget the last 5 people that have lost the Community Shield have won the Premier League. That's all I'm saying.
Ten Hag wins the league, yeah. If Ten Hag wins the league,
so Man City 4 times. And who else?
Liverpool, 1920.
What, bro? You know how much consistency you need to win this league, man, guys. Arsenal have been trying it for the past 3 years, man. It is
we're like 3 years away, realistically.
Yeah, we are. Like 3-4 years away. Yeah, I'd say that.
We're Pep leading away. We're Pep leading away. When Pep
you guys are adding too many 3 years, bro. I'm getting too old for this.
No, what we need is Pep to just get really bored and just quit. Bro, that's the.
Did you see the story today about him and the England job? I got so happy.
Yeah. So he said I need to decide what I want to do with my future.
Bro, Pep would never. I would be stunned, bro. Like that's because that's a job that's the type of job Pep doesn't take. You feel me? Like that's just.
He'll only take it if he's bored. He's like, you know what? I need a break, but I'll take a part-time job.
Wait. What day is that Liverpool game?
No. I agree, but like it's like
so locked in on that Liverpool game.
That's the first one. I think it's September, probably September. Like
the window's closed by then, right? The window's closed then, right?
Yeah.
What if we make some last minute sign like we did Casemiro, walk him out on that pitch?
I think it's gonna be the weekend after the transfer closes, because every year the first 2 games the transfer window's still open, and then on the third game, usually like I think Anthony made his debut on like the third game, something like that. Because it's usually like the first one after the transfer.
Anthony was a 16 because it was a World Cup year, so like they jammed games in.
It's September. No, it is the first game. It is the first game, Griggs, after. But it's the day after.
So anyone who makes a deadline signing,
it's the day after. So you're saying we can sign someone last minute and the next day, but we'll be
but there's no one we sign that's gonna have like
from England. Maybe
Griggs is gonna sit here and fantasize about who we're gonna have on that day.
We're gonna trot out Sander Berg.
There's no one. I'm gonna say there's no. I was gonna say there's no one we signed that's gonna have the Varane aura like that. That's gonna be
Friday.
Impossible to recreate.
We're gonna bring back Amrabat and put him out.
When's the
31st? I'll take Amrabat.
Saturday.
Amrabat,
Mazraoui, bro. Wallahi, North African is taking over.
It's on a Saturday. Why did you do it on a Saturday, man? Why didn't you do it like a Monday, the 2nd of September, something like that?
Why would you want the game on a Monday?
No, I'm saying the actual transfer window closed on the 31st, the day before, like we're playing, so it's less likely. You know what I'm saying to you? So.
We're not with anyone with aura.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap it up because I'm depressed. You lot have depressed me now because I'm worried about the season now. You know, that third prediction.
We just gave you positivity before
this. Guys, I just told you we're beating Liverpool by Old Trafford in 3 weeks' time. They're getting smoked.
He said we're gonna win the league. Temi said we're gonna win tomorrow.
You're gonna see Grizz outside the stadium, and you're gonna tell him, "Hold that." That's what's gonna happen, Saeed. Trust.
Okay,
Bro,
guys.
today was the most unhinged I've ever seen Griggs. He's
When
just
Anthony
so
dropped,
fucking
when Anthony locks up
existential.
Mohamed Salah at left back, we will be there.
I finally found a way that Griggs would accept Anthony in his life, and I didn't know that was possible.
Bro,
Apparently, it's by him being left.
You didn't know me when I ran to Hijack left back prop after that one game in the Europa League when he was like the best left back I've ever seen in my life. No, you was not
Yeah, it's peak. But listen,
I said
people.
I say he's Marcelo's regen.
Oh, please, have
Yeah.
shame.
Okay, cool. Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap up here, guys. Make sure you follow up everyone's socials. Make sure you follow up Griggs. Make sure you follow up Wavy Temi on TikTok. Zispalms on TikTok. Stay the footy. You know, I mean, CK's abandoned his channel, but I'm sure he'll be back on his channel.
Hey, follow Shefford Trends. Shefford Trends on YouTube.
Yeah, Stratford Challenge. Yeah, that's a shout. You know, someone get their link in the channel, people, and yeah, we'll get that going as well. And it's Safi TV as well, man. Safi TV. You know the ones there. Make sure you follow.
Almost
him.
on 6K. Come on.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
people, man. Come on, people. And also, you know what I mean? He's got America Waffle and loads of good shows on there. So big up to everyone. Tomorrow, watch along settings. I'll be live tomorrow. And then I might do a call-in show at like 9 o'clock. So if we win, cool. Good vibes. Obviously, if we lose, then obviously still good vibes, but just, you know, a bit more concerned, whatever you want to do it. But yeah, guys, this has been the debate show. Been a long one, but it's been a good one, actually. Good fun, man. Good laughter. And yeah, the season is upon us, people, man. We got Community Shield tomorrow.
Wait, did you give your prediction before we go?
Yeah, I give two.
2-1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys, we're going to redirect to Flawless. I think Flawless is still live. Let me see if it's still live. Yeah. Flawless is still live. Go to his channel. We'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye. Peace.